Cheers.
Cheers.
What's up, my loyal legion? So this week's podcast, we have 4 guys, 100 minutes, 100 beers, and 100 topics. You know how it goes. A bit of housekeeping first. So the Dude Hold My Beer award last week went to Adam Patterson. Well done for your question. And also the Status of a Plum award goes to Christy Hitchman. I'm not so happy about your question.
Unlucky.
So last week we were challenged with creating a 20-second jingle for the show, which we will all play during our weekly intros. And we're going to vote for the best. And whoever doesn't have the best jingle, or we vote as the worst jingle, they're going to have to do a challenge. This week the loser will have to do a cinnamon challenge, but if they don't have access to cinnamon, probably something spicy. And if they're going to be pretty pathetic about it, then a hard shot. So as always, you can submit your questions anywhere. A lot of people have been asking, where do you submit the questions? In the comment section of the YouTube video, or Facebook or Instagram, or just message us.
Listen, in this time of economic crisis, saving every cent you can becomes essential. Want to know an epic life hack that I've been using to keep the costs down? I'm glad you asked. I use today's podcast sponsor, Dollar Shave Club. What is Dollar Shave Club? Well, for $1 a month, they deliver high-quality razors right to your door. Yeah, that's right, $1. Are the blades any good? No, the blades aren't good. The blades are fucking great. Best decision of my life. Each razor comes with stainless steel blades and aloe vera lubricating strip pivot head. So gentle that a toddler could use it. The $20 you spend on big name brands currently that you forget to pick up every second month, shave that cost right out of existence with Dollar Shave Club. In fact, I use Dollar Shave Club just today to shave off all of my facial hair, and my skin, it's never looked or felt better. Want to get in on this awesome deal? Head to dollarshaveclub.com and enter promo code BEER. That's BEER. But you better hurry. Each day you continue to use your current razors or these high-tech gizmodos you think will do the job, that's another day that you're risking lacerations. Go to dollarshaveclub.com.
Okay, what can I say? My week's been all right. I'd like to get to my song quickly. I've tried a more progressive electronic stance on this. Try to think outside the box. Shaun, hit it.
I once went to see a doctor with my mom. He was an old tiny Asian and he seemed harmless.
That was really good, Cooper.
I like that.
Yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed that. On that note, from my week's been pretty average. If you can't tell, I got pink eye earlier in the week, so my eye's a bit messed up, and I got a nasty rash.
LGBTI.
I managed to make a pretty good.
You.
Yeah, that was my own fault. But I got a pretty good song out for the weekly challenge. Shaun, I just sent you a copy of it in your DMs. If you can slay that.
It's 100 shots in 100 minutes with 100 IQ points between us. It's 100 shots in 100 minutes with 100 IQ points between us.
Great song, Jaxon.
Thank you. Yeah.
Well,
so
listen,
Joe
my
Jaxon.
week personally, it's been all right. Not a lot going on. This is the first sort of clear week I've had in a while. I had only one assignment to turn in. Now I'm home free. But of course, as everyone else did, I'd compose an intro song for this podcast. And Mr. DJ, take it away. Don't get distracted by the ding. Cooper has again the full. Yeah.
I thought you were going to let me justify myself, Sweeney. You look,
gone.
look, I think I deserve...
I've gone for a more casual vibe personally.
Wait, is the voting now?
But
No,
generally,
not yet.
it does the job. I think it
sorry.
sort of It's Scream's podcast introduction. Joy, well, use that and you'd love it.
So my week's gone all right. As usual, I don't do much all week. Haven't got up to much too exciting. I've made the jingle. I've gone for kind of a mysterious vibe because we're all unique on this podcast and we all have our own traits. So here's what I've come up with for this week's podcast. So with
I want to freestyle over it.
I'd like to add a ding to the end of that. I actually did like that part about Jackson's where he had a ding at the end of his. I'd like to add that because I think that transitions from the intro right into the podcast. But that's for later if mine ever gets picked for the intro. As for the rest of my week, you look, as always, happy to pick you up.
Listen, in terms of challenge voting, personally, I think Shaun sounds like an unresolved item get in Mario Party, You get it, and that sort of starts to play as Bowser comes in. I really don't like Shaun, so I'm voting for Shaun. It's the worst
I'd
thing.
like to vote Sweeney out of this.
Yeah. Sweeney made me want to go to sleep, mate. That was awful.
Yeah,
No, you took no artistic risks, It was just absolute plain Jane.
Textbook, really. I have to agree with the group there. Sweeney's was average at best.
Listen, I've got 30 seconds to convince the group against this.
Yeah,
I got to say, look, Cooper was way
Don't
too
convince the
ambitious
group,
with what-
Sweeney. You have to convince the regular
Cooper-
viewers.
Convince the folks at home.
Cooper's was experimental. That's what I liked about his.
Look,
Cooper
I went
wasn't
against the
that
mold, and it might not have been the best
tried
thing
to
ever,
break some walls.
but I took a chance,
Yeah.
And that's what being
You
an
tried
artist
to
is.
pay it off, whereas you went for the easy option, Sweeney. It didn't really pay off. So I think
All
that's 3 votes.
Cooper was very
I
new
understand.
wave,
You were
modern.
trying to be safe. Is that the dingo sauce, Sweeney?
Just about.
Nah, you're a
Next thing is the
coward.
this next thing is the challenge punishment.
Okay,
I've
well,
got a
Sweeney has
super
some
hot
sauce.
spicy sauce.
Oh, you're gonna yak.
Oh, look at
You're
this.
gonna yak.
Man, this guy would not last a round on hot ones.
Where did his
Look at him.
neck go?
Look at his face.
He's not happy.
His neck.
Look
Nah,
at
he's
Kelly, he's got his
faking.
hands up in the
He's
air.
faking.
Nah,
that.
actually he's faking this.
Nah, he doesn't look like he's faking. He doesn't look happy at all.
It's so hot, it's gotten rid of his neck.
Oh my god. Mate, he fell on
Do you
his
know
own
the
neck.
vomit bucket?
His head fell on his own neck.
Bucket. He's gonna yak.
His
I'm
whole
not sure if he's got
bucket with
yeah.
holes in it. He looks like Jon Snow.
Nah, mate.
Look,
Jon
I mean,
Snow.
if you didn't want to go through this one, you should have made up a better jingle that maybe didn't make us.
That's
all
so hot.
sleep.
You should drink
He's
more.
starting to sweat now. He's starting to go red. He's definitely done the hot sauce. There's definitely something there.
Yeah, it's
while
good,
Sweeney's
good
doing
effort,
that,
Sweeney. Nice job.
Next week's challenge is who has the least phone time screen. So on all our phones, it tracks how much phone time we have, or like how much screen time we have on our phones. So my prediction for this week would be, again, I think Cooper's going to lose this. We checked the results before where me and Cooper both had around 8 hours. Jaxon had 4 and Sweeney had 2 hours for the most recent week on average. I think I have more discipline than Cooper and I'm able to not go on my phone as much.
You're always on Twitter posting anti-LGBT memes, and I don't think the amount of
Yeah.
discipline you won't be
but
able to
see-
conjure up to stop yourself from doing so. Oh,
see,
let's
I
take a look
can-
at Sweeney real quick.
But see, I
Sweeney's absolutely fell on his own leg.
can do that at I can do that on the computer. I don't think I need the phone for that. It's not
Yeah, but when
phone.
you're out and about, you're not gonna be able to stop yourself from.
But Cooper, you're
delivering hate
always
speech.
delivering
You're
your
always posting
anti-Semitic.
Jew hate all over, and you can't really help
You
yourself.
know
with
what?
that.
I just care about
I think-
facts. I'm
I
not
think
in the
it's-
interest of hating anyone.
So next question is, which reality TV program would you most want to go on? What sort of character would you be? This is from Claire Hughes.
What about like? Would you want to be like The Bachelor?
No, I don't think I think we might have burnt some taste buds. I don't think The Bachelor. I think The Bachelor is pretty cringe overall. But you do get fame.
Yeah,
You
you
get
get
a lot of
fame.
fame
You,
by
get,
being
you
on The
can like
Bachelor.
you can promote like fit tea on Instagram after the
You
show's
can go,
over.
You can go outside the app and you're a big celebrity
Go
outside the app there.
Yeah.
So,
You probably be a big name like locally in Australia at clubs. Like, everyone would probably
Oh,
recognize
you'd get
you.
free drinks for the rest of your life.
What do you reckon? What do you reckon you get the most clout? from?
Survivor's
Like,
awesome.
pretty
winning
big.
reality Survivor.
is
Survivor's.
Sweeney
is out of
show?
here.
Yeah, Sweeney's gone.
Sweeney's
Sorry
run
about
a
that.
podcast, but he can't handle the heat.
a reality show?
I guess it is, but it's not really. It doesn't really
Feel like I do a
require
bit
much
fun, I
skill, I
reckon.
guess.
Yeah, no, there's
Yeah,
not
no,
much
it would be.
skill,
It
but it'll
would be fun.
Survival would be hard. A lot of skill.
Survivor,
I
yeah,
reckon.
they always lose like a
Alright,
bunch
Jackson,
of
your
weight.
question.
Too.
All right. What do we all think of cancel culture? Sean, I reckon you've got a hot
let
take
me
on
just
this
say,
one.
someone who gets cancelled, like an awful lot.
Why do you get
flash
cancelled,
shot.
Sean? What's your most recent?
So I obviously can't bring it up, but there was some racial comments that were made. But I apologize for it. I've moved on. Look, I'm a big fan against cancel culture. I don't think cancel culture should be a thing.
I'm for cancel culture. If you've done anything wrong in your life, you shouldn't have a fucking job. You should
Yeah.
starve to death. You know, like I don't care what it is. If it's the slightest discretion against anyone,
Look,
Cooper, wasn't your nickname in first year uni Harvey?
Harvey who?
Just
Harvey
people
Fresh.
know.
Harvey Fresh.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I've got incredible juices, baby. Huh? They always taste good. Okay, next question.
Okay, what are our thoughts on the worst live action remake or cartoon remake that you've ever seen? Cooper, you got a hot take on this one, I reckon.
Oh, I don't know. Hey,
Look, I think the Assassin's Creed movie was pretty bad. I know it's not an anime or a cartoon,
yeah, no,
but I think that was pretty
that's
bad.
probably fair. Video game remakes
Video
are probably
game
equally
movies
as
actually
bad.
God awful. They're almost worse than just cartoons.
I'd have to say the worst one
they
I've
did-
ever seen is the Avatar remake.
Yeah, that one sucks. You know, they actually got cancelled for that because all the people they hired were just like white, and it was meant to be like inspired. Like Avatar was inspired by like Japanese traditional like mythology.
But they all do look white.
You know,
in
they
the
kind of
anime.
do. Like you look at Yang, the kid in the live action remake. He looks like a year one fucking like
prepubescent.
he looks like he's such a scrub.
You're the
Like
master of
I don't care what
prepubescence.
elements he has. I'll beat the shit out of him. I'll just grab him, mate.
Thanks for that, everyone. Best form of potato. We've got here mashed chips, wedges, hash browns, etc. from Ben Narby. I'd have to say
Hash
hash
browns are
browns.
very
Hash
good.
browns are-
I'd have to.
I really like waffle fries, but I think that's because I have the mental capacity of an 8-year-old.
Yeah, it's pretty cringe.
Wait, don't
Sweeney,
call her.
what do you reckon about the the best form of potato?
Mashed, 100%.
Oh,
So
you still-
reliable.
How are you feeling, Sweeney?
Terrible. Holy fuck! It's the hottest sauce I've ever had in my life.
Is that the dingo one that you had?
No, it isn't.
Oh,
it's
okay.
it's
Because
this.
your
What's
brother
the Scoville
collects.
count on that?
Yeah, what's the scope? What's the bad? How many Scovilles in that bad boy?
In an estimate. Oh, so he's looking too good.
Mate, look at him.
I'll probably say French fries to answer the question. French fries or hash browns.
Hey,
Anything
what's wrong, Sweeney? You just watched The Notebook or something? Why are you crying so much? Fucking
Marley
roasted.
and me so the dog die.
Okay.
How far will you guys go in order not to make 2 trips back to the car when bringing the shopping in?
I'd go far as however they feel comfortable with, you know.
Cooper, I know for a fact that that's not true. You'll push the boundaries. You'll toe the line a bit. I
Yeah.
know you will.
I hear Cooper has to walk all the way from the shopping centre back home because he can't.
Yeah, he doesn't have a car.
How far he'll push it.
Mate, that's why I'm so strong, though. I put these on these shoulders, and now I'm fucking ripped, man. Look at these traps. Holy shit, you can't see because of a hoodie right now, but Jesus Christ.
Impressive.
Look, I mean,
As
I
far
think
as is possible, I think making a second trip doesn't matter. I'll put it in my teeth. I'll put it over my shoulder. I'll put one over my neck. Any bag I'll take.
I'll even put one in my hat if I have to.
Mate, you would do anything for a Dyson.
Yeah, but I would
You'd
do
carry as
anything
many
for a not
bags.
second trip to the car.
Yeah.
yeah, to be honest, who wouldn't do anything for a Dyson in this day and age?
Dyson's not
Ding,
cheap.
ding, ding. Kim Jong Un, Cooper. What do you reckon about that?
Oh, that's pretty interesting, that.
He
You've seen the
turned
photo of him,
himself
like,
into a pickle.
Yeah, have you seen the photo that he looks like taxidermied in? Like, it looks like he's getting propped up.
Yeah.
That's a bit sus, that.
Is
Imagine if
What
they
if
did that.
he's dead? I
That's
seriously
not
wonder.
recent, I don't think, though.
Isn't it? Imagine
No.
if they stuffed him, legit. I've
That's
actually I've got a stuffed version of his sister in pillow form. She's just back there.
Yeah, man, I've
So
got to
keep
say,
it up
I
on
feel
screen.
really bad for whoever his heart surgeon was. They're probably not alive
he's
anymore.
done, right?
Yeah, his whole family's in a labour camp, I reckon.
Yeah,
Do you reckon it was his fault, or do you reckon it was bound to happen?
I think he just
Apparently
eats,
his
he
hands
eats like
were
fire,
shaking so
smokes a heap.
much.
Oh yeah, I think right.
Like,
He's
I
only
think
like
he's done it to
36 or
himself.
something.
Apparently the
Yeah.
surgeon's hands were shaking so much and he made a mistake.
He was probably nervous that he was going to get shot if he did it wrong.
Yeah.
And then
Do you reckon it is a
Yeah.
cover-up that he's not really dead?
I think he's
just like-
probably not dead, but he's probably fucked. I think he's been
Yeah.
fucked ever since he had acupuncture a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
Those
That'll get
freaking
ya.
needles, man. Facebook's new care reaction. Sean, what do you reckon about that one?
Holy shit!
Can
Is there
you-
a
can
new
you-
React?
There's a
Yeah.
new
Yeah, how do you
reaction.
get it? How do you get it, Jackson?
I don't know. I've
was
seen it
Googling
around
it.
a lot. It's like
Yeah,
it's
I
the
didn't like-
little emoji.
Yeah, it's like holding the
like,
heart.
Good. I'm all for the new emoji. I mean, the new Reacts. I wasn't a fan of how they implemented the gay React, how they forced you to like the LGBT page, but that's just
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why you keep getting cancelled, Sean.
No, I don't have
It's
it on
your
my
feature.
phone yet, but I've got it on my desktop. I don't know how; it just kind of popped up. So I've been care reacting to things all day, but I don't think there's much utility to it. Like the pride react you can put anywhere. Anyone
I
can
like
comment.
thankful.
you can chuck it
Thankful's
in.
good.
Yeah,
Thankful
thankful.
was
You can be
good.
thankful for a point.
Grateful.
You can't care about many posts.
Yeah.
Do we reckon
feel the
care
same
react's
with
gonna
grateful.
stick around, or do we reckon it's
Nah.
gonna go the
Nah,
way
it's
of?
gonna
No,
go.
but it's an
2
actual
months.
dude, isn't it? Like it's the guy who's like the picture. So it's not just like a flower or something. It's not for anything.
Yeah, it's a little emoji.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just need to stay.
All right, fellas. Would any of us ever be like get like a sugar mummy? So like that would pay you to go on dates with them and that kind of shit.
Oh
Sweet.
yeah, no, I tried to be a sugar baby.
Really?
And yeah, no, one of my friends, she said that she was one, and then I was like, oh yeah, I'll sign up for that because I didn't know guys could do it, and apparently there's a big market for it. So
I feel like there's not that big of a market. I think if one of us wanted to do it, you'd have to be like you have
I
to get
think
a sugar daddy.
the
Like
younger
it'd
the
have to be a
better.
gay
Yeah,
relationship.
you'd probably
Nah.
be no. It'd be much easier to get a sugar
Wait, so
daddy than
Sean,
a
why
sugar
were you
mummy. Is it?
unsuccessful in your venture?
because
Racism.
I'm a Canada. I did it the day
Yeah,
before.
the girl wasn't white, and Sean.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
Mm.
no good.
Same. None of my.
Cooper, would you ever consider
Sean's
that?
impotence didn't help him either. You had to use or smoke and mirrors.
I'm just saying, you've been getting pretty complacent recently. You should watch yourself. That's all I'm
Complacent.
saying.
Anything.
Unlimited chicken treat.
Cam Wellen wants to know, what does HDMI stand for? Sweeney, what do you reckon?
I think it stands for hold my beer. Hold my beer.
All right.
Is
Sweeney,
that a part
what
of
do
your
you reckon?
stand-up comedy routine, Sweeney? Oh, he's
He
chucking
took
again.
his headphones
Holy
off.
shit!
Sweeney, what do you reckon it stands for?
What do I think it stands for? You've asked me again. Listen.
Sean, I
think
said, shut the hell up.
I think high dick menstrual intensity. It's something that we all have gone through when your dick pressure is too high and it's at the point of bursting.
You're all wrong. It's when she doesn't pee after sex and she gets a HDMI infection.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's
What does that
expensive
stand for
now,
though?
It stands for high.
Her dick
Dick.
equivalent.
Menstruated.
Gonna have to stop you there, Sweeney. What do you all reckon is the worst live-action remake of any cartoon or anime you've ever seen? The Last Airbender.
Yeah, that one was really
dreadful.
bad, and it was directed by like good people too. So it was
Yeah.
actually had a decent like expectation, but not good. What do you reckon, fellas?
I haven't really
I haven't
seen
really
many.
seen
I've
many of
avoided a
those.
lot of them. Yeah. Like I
Yeah.
haven't bothered to see any of the Disney ones. Yeah, I don't know. So I can't even think of a live action remake of something, to be honest.
I
The
saw
Sonic the Hedgehog one, that one came out.
Apparently that was
recently.
good,
I
Yeah.
haven't seen that.
Apparently that was good.
They
Was it
got
good?
bullied into making Sonic's eyes bigger. That's just you've
That was
already
a
lost by that
marketing
point.
ploy. That
No,
was a
but
marketing
the movie
ploy.
flopped. I think. I don't think it went that well.
That was just
anyway,
white
so-
Did
supremacy at its best. They were forcing Sonic to get double eyelid surgery.
Yeah,
Couldn't
yeah,
believe it.
yeah. They're like
That's
make
pretty
your
messed
eyes
up.
wider, Sonic.
Apparently that
Is
was
he
good. I
Japanese?
don't know.
Is
I'm not
Sonic
a
from
big
Japan?
No, I think
probably.
Sega made him in America, actually. I think
Oh,
so.
okay.
Oh,
I'm not
really?
fully sure.
Hopefully well fitted. How is Andrew O'Keefe still on air? That one's from Dylan Costanza.
I don't know who
I
Andrew
actually know
O'Keefe
who
is.
Andrew O'Keefe
He's
is.
the deal or no deal guy.
Oh
that?
yeah, no,
He's a
he
legend.
sucks.
No, I
Nah,
like
he's
it.
he's a tool. He sucks. He's on one of those morning shows, and he's so dumb. He's always trying
He's
to
the
like.
dude with the quite square head and the dark hair.
He's like short. He's a deal or no deal guy. Surely you know him.
I coached
Yeah, I
his
think-
son in debating. It was quite
Yeah?
annoying.
Did you bully him?
When?
Not really. Last year.
No, when did I ask, Sweeney? That's not one of the questions.
I don't know
so
why he's
it's-
still on air, though. I got to say, I don't like him. He's a bit of a
Why
twerp,
not?
I think.
He's,
Who was
He's
the one
just
that's addicted
smug.
to meth?
what's the alternative?
Oh,
Basil Zemplis.
the Family
Eddie
Feud
Maguire.
guy. The Family Feud guy was addicted to meth, wasn't he?
Yeah, he still
Hope
is.
so.
Is he related to
Have
Guthrie?
you
They
seen the
get through that
post he
show.
makes on Facebook?
What is
He was
say?
like, I'm a
Can someone lend
cruiser
me
guy.
$10,000? Got a huge tick.
21, Cooper. What have you got for us?
Primetime social media post. I'd probably go between 5 and 7 o'clock. You know.
Oh, that's a pretty good time frame. I reckon 6:20
I reckon you're all missing out on
front
those morning
post.
posts. You're not waking up early enough or something. But if you get in the morning, because then you get the second wave of people coming in from the afternoon.
What time?
Probably
Morning.
I'd say 8 to 10, and then 5 to 7. That's when you get your big.
Probably 4:30 actually, because then you get like the afternoon viewers and the
there's
late.
no afternoon viewers. You're just
Yeah,
unemployed. If you're
bullshit.
hard at work, then you're never going on
Shit, the orange
Instagram.
screen.
If the screen's gone off, yeah.
Yeah,
Hard at
screen,
work.
screen.
Who the fuck is working
I think
that late?
personally, you want to get 2 waves. I think 3 p.m. is good. You get a few reactions, and then someone, some sorry soul will react to it at 6 p.m. And that's what takes it off a second time, and then you get the daytime, the nighttime Facebook.
I'd agree with you if I was retarded, Sweeney.
Okay, let's go. Next question. Have you ever heard your mum fart? If so, when and where? And what did it smell like?
My mum's fart smells like curry.
That's just
What
that's
type
not
of curry?
funny.
Shit curry.
Hey, my mum doesn't fart. She just shits herself. She has got no control whatsoever, so she can't even trust one.
Yeah, my mum once was coming home and she was speeding and she
coming
clipped the top step
home.
and
Oh
she
my
did a
God.
shit in her pants. And that's the only time I've heard my mum fart.
Never clipped the top step. Worst mistake of my
Yeah,
life.
it was not
Yeah.
good.
Imagine falling on your own leg and shitting yourself in front of 18 people on Moriette Street.
Yeah, it was in white jeans too. So
Way
it
to
was,
dox Jaxon, giving away his streak there.
Wait, one way road straight to the
the
fucking
gulag.
Yeah.
Straight to shit yourself.
You know there's bathrooms in the gulag. That's why your mum was sent there.
Yeah.
Dirty girl
She can
shitting
shit
herself
she
on the
can
front
get toilet
front
trained
step.
again.
Now, your mum would do anything for some potty training. Next question. Well, what's your wrestling nickname and what would be your signature move? My wrestling nickname would be cancel a Cooper, and my finishing move would be finding bad tweets about people and reposting them and getting their jobs taken away from them.
Yeah.
Sweeney?
Good time.
I struggle to think of my wrestling now. I think it'd be something like Sweeney, the John Jones of the lightweight division, Hughes. Personally, yeah.
Why would you be in lightweight?
I wouldn't.
Huh?
I think I'd be a middleweight, at best. But I think the John Jones of the lightweight division, Hughes. Even if you're in middleweight, that's what gets some attention. That's what gets.
You're more of a stand-up comedian than a wrestler, though, aren't you?
Yeah.
That's what gets the pay-per-view going in, though.
That's how
Yeah. Who's your favorite stand-up comedian, Tony?
Colby Covington.
Yeah, he's a pretty funny guy, isn't he?
Next question.
Next question. 24-hour time or 12-hour time? What do you guys think?
I personally like 24-hour time. Once I set my clock for 5 o'clock at night, so I miss time for work.
That sounds
And that
terrible.
sucks.
Sweeney, what do you think?
That was shit.
Yeah, 24-hour for me.
Questions by Griffin Gary as
I
well.
think, 12
last one
hours you get
was
accustomed
failed.
to. But I feel like if we taught, 2-year-olds 24-hour time, they'd get it immediately. It's just 1 to 24. But
Nah, how do you get it mixed up? You got to be some kind of retard to get it mixed up.
I thought you would like the
People
other
do
one
get
because
it mixed up.
it doesn't
People
go
literally get it
past
mixed
12.
Nah, man, you look outside and you can see what it is, or the lights coming through.
Yeah, but it's used for military reasons because when you're flying around and stuff at epic speeds, you don't know when the sun's coming up,
Yeah, it's
so
a
you
good point.
you can't rely on that.
Yeah, 24-hour. It's got it.
What member of the Family Guy family would you adopt into your own household if you had to? Fellas?
I seriously don't think I'd take any of them.
Yeah,
Well,
they're
I
all pretty
think any of them would
retarded.
be much
Probably
more
probably
passive.
Lois. She's always doing nice things,
Sexy.
I think.
Meg, so I
Peter
can
would
tell
be
her to
good for his
shut up.
antics, but he's a bit destructive.
Oh, you take
Peter.
Brian, actually, surely.
Yeah.
Nah,
If he
he's
counts.
a
Brian's
liberal.
a cuck. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shut up, Meg. I reckon that'd be
Yeah,
cool.
Meg-
All
Meg's-
right though.
Meg's
Meg
not
would
a
be
bad
fine
guy to have
though.
around.
Cooper,
She's
harmless.
do your famous Quagmire impersonation.
Yeah, who else but Quagmire? Giggity, giggity, giggity.
Got any more impersonations for us, Cooper?
Well, that was
Part of
great.
We'll do an impersonation. More impersonations later.
Not a part of the Family Guy family. but,
Who would you choose?
Brian.
Brian, yeah.
Yeah, probably
Brian
Brian
so
or
could
Stewart.
run over my
The
car.
dog.
Brian or
Nick,
Stewart.
Shaun ranks the Taylor Swift's albums.
This one's by Xavier Mitchell. Yeah, okay. So first of all, we're going to start with 1989 as the best one by far, which is the best album of all time. Then we're going to move into Lover, which is the most recent one. Red, Reputation, and then the rest of them suck.
Yeah?
To be very honest,
You're an
Anything
idiot.
before Red,
So
all
it
the
is,
country
it is
stuff.
Speak Now is her best one. Then it is Fearless.
That's
then it
cringe.
is Red.
That's
And
cringe.
then
This is all
at
cringe.
absolute best it is Lover. But it's certainly Speak Now, Fearless are the top two. Red, sure.
You just love her. You just liked her when she was on the right wing. That's
I
just,
liked
that's
her when
just
she
all
was
you like.
younger.
You like her when she
I
was
really
on the
liked
right
it
wing.
younger Taylor Swift. She's got to
Yeah. Yeah, no.
Have
she
you
ain't
guys seen
got
a
no-
Netflix documentary?
Yeah, it's kind of cringe, isn't it?
documentary.
It's pretty cringe.
Documentary.
She just cries. She was right though. Apparently.
She's right,
Apparently-
you know.
Why'd you cry? It's because of the 21-hour time. Next question. Well, what makes you a flawed human? Huh? Let's get honest here, fellas. Let's get introspective.
Skin color.
See, I don't see that, Shaun. You know, Sweeney.
Yeah, I don't.
I think I'm a bit arrogant, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are a bit of a prick.
Yeah,
Jaxon.
yeah.
I think I'm a bit judgmental,
Oh,
Yeah.
personally, quite a bit. What about you, Cooper?
I don't know. I'm trying to think.
so you
But
think you're
mate,
perfect.
Nah. I think I've got a lot of flaws. I'm trying to think of one major one. I don't know. Maybe not
I think
take
you
things
burn out.
seriously.
Yeah.
Don't take things seriously sometimes. I just don't when I probably should. Maybe.
Well, give an example of a situation like that.
I don't know.
What are you
The-
thinking of?
The jingle for the show when we said make a
Yeah.
20-second one. Cooper
But I
didn't take
tried.
that
I put my heart and
restriction-
soul into that.
Major.
Okay?
Didn't take
Big
the
major
restrictions
laser
You
over
couldn't
here.
hear it. It was too complex. You know.
That's why I call it
You will
Mate.
hear it, and
You
it'll
guys
be
were playing
terrible.
fucking Ring Around the Rosie music.
Patronata.
Next question. Explain a conceptual idea for a viral TikTok that you can't make because of budgetary constraints.
Holy shit.
It comes from Zoe Brown. If you had unlimited funds, what's a TikTok you'd make, Shaun?
Good question, but it takes a bit of thinking.
Yeah, shit. I don't know.
I'd
Probably
do Renegade with
I'll
the really hot 15-year-old.
I'll do Renegade with The Rock.
What do you mean
Yeah.
you do Renegade?
The
With the-
Renegade, where it's like, and then I don't know what it's like.
What's
Yeah, I
stopping
don't
you from
know.
doing that?
I'd probably throw like something off the How Ridiculous Tower. I reckon that will go big.
Yeah,
That's
I'd
what
do
I was
something like that.
thinking.
Meant for
Yeah.
TikTok.
I would
Yeah.
jump off the How Ridiculous Tower while doing the Renegade.
You can do that now with no budget restraints.
I'll just let like
Karen do it.
I'll just hire someone like Ninja and let me just like pants him or something
the
and be like,
shit out of
oh,
him.
and everyone,
Yeah,
this guy's
yeah.
crazy, he pants Ninja, and then you just get like infinite fans.
You reckon
And
Ninja's
then
got a
from
big
there,
cock?
you can just probably not.
I reckon Ninja. So,
Next question. Will you ever own an Apple Watch?
I did for a bit.
That's cringe.
Sim.
Yeah, they're
honestly
kind of
cringe.
shit.
Because you've got your phone on you all the time. The phone is
exactly.
just become an
Your phone does
extension of a
everything.
person, you know.
It's
And
just a less good phone with like
Apple
less
Watches.
features.
Apple Watches are meant for like 55-year-old mums. I reckon. That's their target demographic.
Man,
Yeah.
anyone
Did you
who's got
find
a-
any use for it when you were using it?
Can you play
Sean?
Doodle Jump on it?
Nah, not really. Nah, you can't play Doodle Jump on it. No games. Only work. Not really. It's pretty useless.
Can
It
you
was good
spend
for-
$5,000 in Candy
good if you're
Crush
a
and your
school
mum's
kid.
credit card on it?
Of the chicken treat card? No, I didn't. I didn't blow any money from the chicken treat
people who
card.
fucking own Apple Watches are out here looking like Inspector Gadget all the time, trying to fucking use the mini screen.
Yeah.
Things going. I hate
They're
it.
Just
good
use
in
your
school.
phone. Like,
They're
it's in
good to
your
have in
pocket.
school
It's not that hard.
when you're not allowed to have
So
your
you can
phone out.
cheat on your tests.
Yeah.
No, but they're even onto that now.
Yeah, you're not allowed to have watches on when you do tests or
Yeah.
exams.
No, I don't think tests. I got away with it.
What's the best
Bing.
hack status to put on a friend's Facebook?
Status.
I
good
think like the fake suicide goodbye. I reckon that's good. It just really gets people thinking. Like you start off just like, oh look, I don't think I can go any further. Like I just feel like no one loves me. This is my final my final
Terrible.
declaration.
That's really dark.
If you're
Cooper.
wishing to stir,
You kind of did that the other way
better than the
around.
Classic, I'm
We all
gay.
posted on our friends' wall saying that he's dead.
Yeah,
and then
rest
everyone,
in
people
peace.
believed that our friend was dead.
That's
That's pretty funny. Sweetie,
No one
Um,
said that he was
probably-
dead. Everyone just said, we'll miss you. Because he
Bill
left the
moved
friend
on.
group. Yeah.
I'll
What do you-
probably
what's
go
better-
likes. I reckon likes. And then
Likes
they
is a
had-
good one.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
A
that's
simple
right. Because
one.
then they're obligated.
One
Yeah,
that
they
is
kinda
sort of
force you to like
conceivable
them.
that you could make, but like you haven't. I think are the best ones. You know,
That's pretty good. Maybe that's a
I think a
segment for
good one
podcast.
actually is "I'm gay," but with no sort of punctuation in it. So it's just "I'm gay," and then you leave it at that. How powerful, you know?
Oh, shit. Okay.
awesome.
Next question.
Listen,
I think it's fine.
how would you start a conversation at a urinal if you had to? And this is from Ben Narby. I
Should we
don't know what
role
I'd
play it?
say, honestly. Yeah, Cooper, you're the man looking to start a conversation. Jaxon, you're the man trying to have a piss.
Okay. Oh, drunk tonight, buddy. What have you been on? Mate,
Yeah, man.
you're getting some on me. Watch out.
Yeah, sorry, bro.
Nah,
Sorry,
it's
man.
all good. Who are you with, man?
Just here with some mates.
Oh,
Just trying
cool.
to piss here, mate.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Nah, it's good. It's just good being in the boys' room. Get away from the all the foolery out there. Nothing like guys stand next to each other doing a piss.
Yeah.
Got
Yeah.
a smoke? Have you got a smoke, man?
Nah, I just had my last one. Sorry, man.
Oh, not a smoker, huh?
Nah,
Yeah.
don't smoke.
Well, how about the birds here tonight, huh?
Yeah. See you, mate.
I think you failed to start conversation, if I've got to say.
Jackson
Listen,
wasn't.
this one's my own role play. I'm at the year 9 social and I ask a girl to dance. I think this role play is sort of flawed because I don't think I would do
Sure.
that. But if I had to,
Okay.
Nah, go. Is someone being
just-
the
Shaun's
the
the girl.
Shaun, you're the girl.
He's got this shirt on from year 9 by the look.
how good's this social?
Oh yeah, the social's pretty fun.
What school do you go to?
I don't quite want to say.
Do you know this person who I'm vaguely related to or otherwise know?
Yeah, they go to my school.
That's awesome. How about we trade numbers? What's your number?
It's your Skype.
I left my phone. I left my phone at home. I didn't want to lose it tonight.
Okay, it's been good talking to you. You could maybe introduce me to your friends.
Oh, I think I gotta go.
Good party rock anthem by
Yeah, that takes me
LMFAO.
back.
Some
Listen,
birds just weren't
personally
meant to fly.
attack Shaun. Jaxon, what have you got?
Shaun, I think you're a drug addict.
Hey, let's not get racial here. Wait, alcoholic or drug addict?
Yeah, both. You're a substance.
Cooper, what's your personal attack to Shaun?
Shaun's bad at most things he does that's for fun, whether it's mini golf, gaming, or he can't have many beers. He's always just lagging behind in every single way.
These aren't
And it's
personal.
just sad.
You know what, Shaun, I'll blow you out of the water here. Firstly, you're only on this show for the racial diversity that you bring. Otherwise, you'd be first cab off the rank. And
Token.
secondly,
Oh, I thought that was me,
you're
Sweeney.
only friends with everyone because we use you for your house. That's the only reason we hang out with you. We don't care about you, mate.
Yeah, shit. I'll probably say Cooper's was the most hurtful, to be honest.
You reckon?
Cooper's really hit home.
Yeah, see, I know how to get Shaun.
How many minutes do you guys brush your teeth for? Be honest. I'll start. I have one of those toothbrushes that vibrates once it's hit 2 minutes. So I'll just do that, to be honest. But it's
That's cringe.
automatic, so I don't have to put in any effort. When I had to actually put in effort, 30 seconds, if that, once every
Probably
3 days.
Probably a minute and a
Nah,
half.
and 2 minutes is what you're supposed to do.
I'll probably do a minute and a half.
Mine ranges from, I don't go below 2 minutes, but then sometimes I take 10 minutes if I'm watching a YouTube video. I brush my teeth in my room.
If I've eaten something that my teeth feel gross, I'll take a lot of time. But if I've just eaten clean stuff, I usually don't spend as much time.
The only time it's under a minute is probably after I've been drinking and you just feel like shit.
Yeah, I very rarely go under a minute. Probably
For me, it's 2 to
I take
5
the-
minutes.
Yeah.
5 minutes. Gee, that's a long
2 to
time.
5. Yeah.
Depends what
How
you're
many
doing.
times,
For me,
Jackson? How many
actually, I'll
times could
go-
you have sex in one toothbrush in one session of brushing your teeth?
I'd have to say about. Sorry. Next topic.
Maybe next time. That's a question you could send in. Listen, point of view. Your mum says it's your turn to cook dinner for the family. What are you making? For me, I'm probably making some mashed potatoes. I'm pretty good at the old mashed potatoes.
That one's from Matty
nowadays.
Carroll, by the way.
Yeah,
And,
thanks, Matty Carroll.
and mashed potatoes and chicken parmigiana.
Oh, you don't know how to make chicken parmigiana?
No, I do.
Bullshit.
That's the
You deep
only
fry the
impressive
chicken and
part.
everything?
You don't have to deep fry it. You
Shallow
just have to,
fry it.
pan sear and
Ah,
it's pretty good. Sean, what are you making?
I'm making tacos. Tacos are so easy and it's so tasty. And a
Jaxon,
little
what are you
cheeky.
making?
I'm just. I don't know what it is. It's like a chicken dish. It's just chicken and pasta.
Well, I'm skipping that one. Cooper, what are you making?
I'll probably just go with the burgers. Everyone likes a good burger. You chop up a variety of salads. People can choose their toppings.
Why don't you make guac anymore?
Everyone likes it.
How is this a POV? I don't understand.
Yeah, I don't get what that means.
Well, I guess you just put in
point of
that
view.
situation, yeah.
I think that's just how the kids talk now.
What is the worst card game? That's what Griffin Triscari asks. Cooper.
I don't know. I don't really play much. Probably poker. I don't play poker. I don't know how to play
Jaxon,
it.
what do you think?
Seems
Probably
stupid.
Yu-Gi-Oh. Yu-Gi-Oh's stupid.
That's not a bad answer,
Probably-
actually. I wasn't
probably
thinking in
gonna
that
be,
one.
It's probably
Yeah,
gonna
I
be
wasn't thinking about that
Solitaire,
either.
right? Solitaire just doesn't work half the time. I'm pretty
Solitaire?
sure.
But
I
if
really-
you're alone and you're bored,
I really
I've
just
never
like this game
played
called
Solitaire in my life.
100. You've got to play it with a partner. I don't know if you guys have experienced it. I hope not because it's terrible. But a heap of my friends, though I don't have many, do really like it. And I've never got around it.
that's
Terrible
really
game.
shit.
You know my
answer,
favorite
Sweeney.
game?
52 pickups sucks as well. I hate that one.
That's a good tip.
What's 52 pickups?
Oh, I'll show you.
I'll show you next time.
Yeah.
Wait, can you grab a stack of
Actually,
52
no,
cards?
I do like 52 pickup now, actually.
Cooper, grab us a stack of 52 cards.
I don't have any cards.
Oh, wow. No, I've seen this actually. Oh, yeah, no.
Wait,
And then-
hypothetically, grab a stack of 52 cards. Have you got it?
Yeah.
and then throw
Throw it on the floor.
And
Pick it up. That's 52 pickup.
Shit. Okay.
That was awesome.
So, Jaxon, how
Shit.
did your parents meet?
My parents actually met at Metro's nightclub in Fremantle.
Legend.
Their love ignited in the third cubicle from the left in the women's toilets.
Done a lot
That's why
of
you love.
kisses
That's
there.
why you love. That's why you love metros so much, Jackson, because you can see
I hate
there.
going to Metros.
You love metros, don't you?
Do you know what though? There's always piss on the floor at metros too. So that means you can see your dad was standing in piss while he.
That explains-
I
that
was
explains-
second born, so that was my sister that was born to
Oh
piss.
really?
That explains
Born to
the
piss.
piss fetish going on in the Emmett household, doesn't it? I guess. Just saying. I'm just linking dots here. I'm not saying much other than that.
So
don't you drink cow's
was that a
piss, Shaun?
ding? I think I heard was that
If only you heard a ding. Jaxon,
Yeah, I wish. Jackson, explain this piss fetish you have more that we're all thinking about.
assuming it was in the worst possible way, what would you rather your daughter be addicted to? TikTok, anime, or Tumblr? Tough one, that. What do you all reckon?
I think if you're addicted to Tumblr in the worst way, it's not like that terrible. Like I think if you're real hard.
Nah, Tumblr's really bad.
Anime,
Tumblr's the
you like
worst,
start
man.
believing, if in the worst way, anime, you start like
Yeah.
believing you're like a Japanese schoolgirl. And TikTok, you just start whoring yourself out on it. You know,
Yeah.
I think
No, I
Tumblr
think-
way
as a
worse.
father,
Tumblr,
I
you
would
start
say-
cutting yourself.
Yeah, no,
and,
Tumblr's Tumblr's got a big self-harm community. Yeah.
huge. Like that's where the whole
That's
cut
my
for Beaver
favourite
thing
community.
started.
Yeah, so you'd
Self-harm,
rather your daughter
TikTok.
think that they're Japanese and cut
Maybe I'll let him
themselves.
be
I reckon
Japanese.
TikTok's the best one.
maybe an anime and we'll just move to Japan. All of them aren't great. Whoever came up with that question
TikTok,
is
I
pretty
reckon
clever.
TikTok will come and go. I think that at its worst form, Tumblr's very bad.
Will Central Australia ever be urbanised? You know, will there ever be cities and neighbourhoods in the desert? Luca Mozole's asking. You know, will we fully develop inland?
I'll never see it moving outside of being mining towns. People will move there and live there while working on the mines for a couple of years, but it'll never be.
But I
people.
think that's the way it could be urbanised. I think you could have something that is a mining town, big mining
gets
town, even
bigger.
like Kalgoorlie, and then the mining dries up, but there's already the town there. And it's like people would live there, you know?
Mining never dried up in Kalgoorlie.
No, but once it does, it will one day, you know? And I think there'll already be, and it will spread. There'll be some urban sprawl there. I think that's
Yeah,
the
but
way.
Kalgoorlie, there's still some there's some water and there's there's stuff there still.
We're talking
Like,
about, you know, Alice Springs, Meekatharra, I don't know.
people
Who's
live in
Mika?
Alice Springs.
Who's Mika
Yeah, but
Tharra, Sweeney?
urbanised, like cities and stuff there.
Nah, I can't see
Sweeney
that
name
happening.
dropping his mistress during a chat about deserts.
Did you ever bar lace your Vans? I don't understand this question. Shaun, you do.
That's a good question.
I do wear Vans. I'm not bar lacing. I'm gonna assume
Bar
I don't.
lacing, it was probably, you guys weren't really that cool in year 7 like me and
Yeah.
Jackson. We're hanging out with girls at Garden City on Skype, all that type of stuff.
Yeah.
Bar lacing is actually a very inefficient way to tie your shoes, but it makes it so the laces
Can you
don't
explain what
cross
it
like
is?
that. They
I'll
go
show you
like
the
that.
photo.
Get a photo of it.
The laces look
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Oh,
And
no,
it used to
that
be like
looks
the
awful.
sickest thing to do.
Yeah,
How do
it
you
was
tie
very
that?
awesome.
But you have to like, it's hard to explain.
gotta-
You have to like wrap it
yeah.
around.
Oh,
the
you got
thing and go
under the.
straight.
I think I
Like
actually.
that.
Yeah.
There's a little
But
diagram for you.
it was actually, I think I did it once on my first pair of red Vans. It looked awful. So
Nah, it's
wearing,
pretty
a Lakers
cringe. That looks
snapback. It
like
was
garbage.
probably cringe.
Did you ever do it, Jaxon?
Yeah, I did it on my they were like vomit green Vans, and it was like the second pair of Vans I owned, and I got so many
Cheeky
It was
Hey,
pretty
trips.
sick. Like it was a pretty big flex back in the day.
So many trips to Garden City.
That's the big thing.
Sean, what have you got for us?
What derogatory nickname is best, e.g., champ, buddy, legend, or chief? I use champ a lot, or pal. Pal's like a bit.
Pal's good.
Well,
Pal is
I think if you're using them, it doesn't matter what you're using. But if someone calls you it, which one do you prefer to be called? For me, I think
I reckon what one's the worst to be called is better.
yeah,
Well, that was
sure.
the question. The
Yeah,
question
it's the best one. If it's
I
derogatory,
can
it's best.
buddy or chief. I've never got chief before though.
You're the chief.
I
lawyer.
use
I've got
Chief
Chief
a
at the
heap,
bottle
actually.
shop a lot.
I
Yeah.
use Chief a
Wanker,
heap.
You know what my personal favorite is? Muscles. Muscles.
Yeah, but
is-
muscles only really works when you're like referring to them in the live of them holding something, or like you can't just call someone muscles out of nowhere.
I think
No,
champ
you
is the
can.
worst. No
Champ's
one
probably
ever
the
wants to be
worst.
called champ. No one
Yeah.
ever wants to be called champ.
Unless you're John
He's
Cena.
champ. Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
chief
John
isn't
Cena.
too bad. Chief implies
Chief
some form of
sucks. Chief's
respect.
pretty bad.
Some
Chief
level
is
of respect in
cultural
chief. but-
appropriation.
So next question we have here is: should Joe Rogan moderate one of the U.S. presidential elections? Cooper.
Presidential
That'd be so
debates.
good.
I
That'd be
think,
so
yeah.
funny. You just tell Joe Biden's like start taking alpha brain.
Get out.
Fix his speech. Get him in the sword. Get him to do some DMT to open up his brain.
What do you think,
Awesome.
Sweeney?
I honestly have got to say, I reckon there's like a non-zero chance that he'd be offered to do it at some point.
Because he's a
Probably not this
commentator.
cycle.
He's used to broadcasting. Like
Yeah, but he's also just so well known. It's like Bernie Sanders has gone on his podcast. He's had some presidential candidates on.
oh yeah, he's had
Like-
what's the libertarian guy?
I
Gary.
don't know. He had Yang on. He had Gavin on.
Yeah, Yang on.
There's a non-zero. It would be fucking hilarious. The day fucking Joe Rogan moderates a presidential debate, though, that's the day like humanity's reached its next sort of era. You know,
Yeah.
the ascended beings start.
It's
taking
like
over.
Space. It's 2001 Space Odyssey. It's like the black
That's the
time
paradigm
Olympics,
shift.
You know? Yeah.
So the next question we have here from Adam Patterson is: why can't I maintain an erection during sex? And Jaxon, I think, could be able to help us with this one.
I wish I could help
Two
you.
peas,
No, I
two
gotta
peas in
say-
a pod.
I gotta say, if it's coming from Adam Patterson, it's hard to maintain an erection during sex if you've never had sex in the first place, right?
Yeah.
great point.
It's
That's a
pretty.
great
Yeah.
point.
Also, I can't imagine the girl that Adam's having sex with being really into it. So she's probably, she's not really.
Well,
acting
that's another
sexy,
thing.
Which makes it
I
harder.
can't imagine the girl Adam Patterson's having sex with. He's
Yeah.
probably not having sex with a girl, and he's probably straight. Is the thing. No offense to gay people, but he's probably straight and he's probably desperate. So he's probably taking anything he can. And then he can't maintain an erection because he's
Just for
fundamentally
all of
with
our
someone.
loyal
I think
viewers
the
out
problem
here,
is Adam's used to just watching like hardcore like cartoons, and he no longer has the interest of like normal woman anymore.
Yeah,
so his whole
he's
sexual standards
too
are just
much
messed
Jackson-
up.
Jackson, what did you have to say quickly?
yeah, just for all of our loyal viewers out
Well,
there.
that's next time. Yep.
So the next question is: are silent farts the deadliest? And if so, why? That's from Xavier Mitchell. I don't think so. I think. Oh, actually, nah, because they hit you on surprise. Like if you
The
hear
element of surprise, yeah.
you can brace for it. But if you don't hear it, then
Yeah,
I guess
I actually think they are, but I wouldn't be able really to tell you why. I mean, the element of surprise is one reason, but I can't explain all of it.
So like 2 days ago, I've been really sick. I was doing the worst farts I've ever done in my entire life. Like they
wish I was there.
physically- Yeah, they physically made me leave the room.
As nice as Sean's mums.
And they were loud.
Oh.
So no, I'd have to say they're not the deadliest, although they do pack a punch quite often. But yeah, I just think it's.
Do you guys ever appreciate your own farts? Like you're like,
Yeah.
oh wow,
Yeah,
I don't
kinda-
fart that
sometimes
often.
sometimes I sit in them.
I quite like them.
Yeah, let them marinate.
Yeah, no, I don't fart too often, but from what I have done, I think the silent ones get the biggest reaction. So next one here is Jaxon roleplay. You're at a restaurant and the waiter has delivered you the wrong food. Who wants to be the waiter? Cooper, the waiter.
Cooper,
I'll
you're
be
the
the way.
waiter.
Me and Jackson's last role play didn't go very well. Okay, so I just delivered your food, Jackson. I'm walking away. Go.
Excuse me.
Hey, sir, what seems to be the problem?
Yeah, hey man. Sorry, I ordered the calamari.
The calamari.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure you got the steak. Did you serve medium rare?
No, I didn't. There's a hair in it as well.
That's strange. So I'm sorry that you feel that way, but I believe we take the necessary precautions. We have hair nets in the kitchen. Look, I'll talk to the chef, but I can't really promise anything.
Would I be able to talk to like the manager or the supervisor?
Oh, we're very busy tonight, so I'm not really sure I'll be able to do that.
Hey,
Look,
it's me. I'm the manager of this restaurant. What seems to be the problem?
Look, man, I ordered the calamari and I've been given the
Well,
steak.
get the fuck out of here if you're not liking it.
So this is a good question from Stuart Dixon. Why does racism exist? Sweeney, what's your take on that?
I think it's because people are inherently self-interested. You want to do the best for yourself, and I think you most empathize with those of the same skin color as you, because I think empathy occurs in everyone. And if you're feeling a bit downtrodden, you're feeling like people are doing better than you, it's easier to apportion blame to, people who look different to you than people who don't.
Okay, Hitler.
Yeah. I don't think it's for any reason. I think it's historically been there for a while. People always hang out. People used to always hang out with their own things. It's kind of just translate on into our society. But I don't know. I'm sure it'll get phased out at some point.
Cooper, why is there racism?
I hope it doesn't exist anymore, so we can stop pretending like we want Shaun on this podcast and just get another funny white guy. Next question.
So next question we have here is what's better, pizza by the slice, triangle, or squares? This is from Luca, the Italian. Definitely triangle.
I think it's definitely triangle if you're having pizza generally. But I think the question is, if you are in the first place having pizza by the slice, you're only having one slice. I think a square's actually got more to do for you. A bit more crust, a bit more sort of action going on in it.
Square's better if you're distributing it to like a larger amount of people too.
Yeah.
So the small.
I really like
like
the crusty square bits.
Yeah, well, if you're at like a
do
kebab
too.
shop where you only get one slice, say, I think it's square.
There's no vegetables on kebab shop pizzas, so it's just cheese and like
the thing
lamb.
is, why would you need the second slice?
Quite
You already got
sweet,
one
like.
slice. Why do you need a second slice if you're at a kebab?
Mate,
You know what?
kebab shop
I
pizzas
really
are the
dislike
funniest
the
thing.
middle slices of.
Yeah,
they're gross. They're so
square
soggy.
pizzas.
They're just
They're
like
good. They're good.
That's
they're
for the
not.
kebab shop owner. That. Yeah, he
Like,
scoffs at
kebab
it.
shop
racist,
pizzas
isn't
are so
it?
funny.
Next question we have here from Dylan Costanza. What's the difference between aioli and garlic aioli if aioli already has garlic in it? Cooper, are you the sauce expert?
Well, the fucking idiot. He just answered his own question. If there's not garlic in it, it's the same thing then. Or if there is garlic in it,
No,
it's
but
the
I think
same.
he's saying that garlic.
Why do
aioli-
people classify that?
I think it's a different name for it.
Yeah, I think it's just.
I think
Well, there's
garlic
aioli that
aioli.
has garlic in it, and then there's people say, "Oh, we've got garlic aioli."
Yeah, I think. It's the
I think
same
I thought there was a difference. I
I think
could
all
taste it.
aioli
There's
has
no
garlic in
difference.
it.
I just
Oh.
think they're just clarifying that it's just.
No, I think there's a
Mayonnaise with
difference.
garlic.
I think it's in the
Nah,
latter
it's
one.
not.
They put more garlic in
More
it.
garlic, yeah.
More
Nah.
garlicky.
They
I don't know about
definitely
that.
don't.
But
I'll
sometimes
barbecue.
aioli has like it's got more. You can taste it though. You can taste the garlic. smell more
Sometimes.
pronounced.
You're literally saying sometimes you can, which means sometimes they put more garlic in it.
Yeah, there's just
so
different
the
recipes.
times where it's garlic
like,
aioli.
So that's the difference. They just put
I'd like
more
to
in
thank.
sometimes.
Yeah,
I'd like to thank for that question. So
yeah. This
you
is
go.
this is
Thanks,
a shit,
Dylan.
shit question.
Well, contender for the Dude Hold My Beer Award. Next,
Bad
What
effort.
hobbies do you guys reckon you'll have when you're in your 40s and 50s?
Mum will probably be ordering wives from Southeast Asia.
I've recently started trying to make my own water-based lube.
Interesting. Expand.
Jaxon, you just posted cringe.
Can we edit that out?
Yeah, we'll cut that. Don't worry, but we'll cut that out in post.
Yeah, that's all right.
40s and 50s. Shit, how long is that? In 20 years, all I'll be doing. I think I'll still be an alcoholic
Sean,
if
you'll
I'm
be
dead.
dead by fucking
Yeah, it's either dead or an alcoholic. Die the way I lived, am I right?
dead on the
When
inside.
I
man.
die, bury me with all my ice. Live
Yeah.
fast, die
Juicy
young.
day.
Shout
Quote
out to the
there.
Ice Queen, Juicy Day.
Yeah.
Submit a question once in your
Cold
life,
heart.
but
Huh?
loves crystal meth.
Well, thank God for the bell.
Half time. It's a hard
Oh,
shot. I
hard
already
shot,
pulled
hard
my
shot.
soft shot, and it's a score update. I've gotten through like 5.
3.5 cans of Great Northern, and a good gulp of sriracha that made me feel.
I actually don't know because I've still got some cans from last week out.
I've gone through quite a
Adjust my
bit of
score.
captains.
Oh no, I've had 5. Yeah. I've got this. This one is So 5 beers.
Just stop doing these hard shots. It's
Oh, that was
Yeah,
bad.
hard shots suck. Score update. Fuck the score update. No one's fucking watching.
The 5 single things for me.
Yeah, if you're watching at this point, oh Jesus, if you're watching at this point, Cooper's gonna yak. Leave a comment in the comment section so we know who actually gets.
Jackson, show your credit card to the folks at home.
Yeah, you can buy one thing on Jackson's credit card, but only one thing.
Oh, here we go.
Right. Hard shot time.
Who's green?
What happens after you die, Jackson? You're on the questions now. What happens after you die? Abby Lynn asks that.
Not too sure what happens after.
that
you
is-
die.
Eternal darkness.
I'm going to hell.
Just
That's all I know.
what makes the most sense is whatever was happening before you were born will happen after you
Well,
die.
what happened
you know?
then?
But it's pretty sad.
Makes
Exactly
sense.
nothing. You don't remember
But
it.
Cooper, I don't even remember when I was born. So how am I meant to remember before that?
Exactly.
Yeah,
That's what it's going to be
exactly.
like when you die. It's just going to be nothingness. You know.
But
Like you'd hope there's something, and I hope
I think
there's
it's a
something,
void.
But
I think that's
but
such
you're
a
not
grim
a
concept.
soul yet before you were born. You have a soul once you're born.
yeah, but nothing lives forever, Jackson. Not even the soul. Not even the spirit.
Doesn't
Sorry.
doesn't Jesus Christ and his message live forever?
Perhaps.
I think
I mean, that's one of the bits.
yeah.
Man,
perhaps.
imagine if you actually, imagine if hell was real and you actually went to hell.
That'd be so cringe.
shit.
How many?
That'd be so bad.
Oh fuck! We could.
Oh
it's a
man,
good topic,
simping
that.
for Kim Yo Jong from Max Vishini.
Yeah, this is Kim Jong Un's sister that everyone's been really liking. Yeah, what do we think of her? You know, she looks.
Cutest
simping.
dictator ever.
She looks kind. You know.
Huh?
I
Yeah.
Put her on a
read
just want to put her on a
post that she'll
Pokeball.
never lead North Korea because it would insult the people and they'd legit be an up.
Apparently,
Wow,
she's
wow.
pretty onto it. Like she's pretty smart and stuff.
Yeah, but
she's
they don't
wicked
give a
smart.
fuck.
No,
They're
apparently
almost-
she's like pretty onto it, meaning like she is even worse than Kim Jong Un, and he's
Yeah,
Yeah,
but like,
yeah,
like
she's
what?
worse.
Yeah, of course. But like, apparently, she's like smarter than he is.
She's
the
not
girl's
as
wicked
fat,
smart.
so sure you won't die.
At least she's hot though. I think leaders get more of a pass if they're hot. Like
Oh, so you
Justin
could simp for
Trudeau,
her, Sweeney,
people
is
really
what you're
like
trying
it.
to say.
Like how
Yeah,
he looks.
do you
So then
think he's
they're like,
hot,
oh,
Sweeney?
Yeah, absolutely.
You love
You,
hot.
you,
yeah,
you
yeah.
kind of look like Justin Trudeau if you had type 2 diabetes.
Perhaps. Yeah, I don't know.
Not bad that.
And
I don't know about
Muslims.
simping. That's the bell.
He
That's
likes
the bell.
Muslims.
Yeah.
What Pokemon has the most disappointing evolutions, fellas?
That's a
What do
good
you reckon,
question.
Sweeney? You're a Pokemon guy.
I think it probably would have to be some of the starters. I think maybe Fennekin. Their line has some pretty
Fennekin's
disappointing evolutions.
Fennekin.
Turns into a witch. Oh no, actually Chespin. Chespin, fucking the big motherfucking tank that comes out
First
of
of
that.
all, let me just
man, he is
say
Pokemon.
Rowlet. Why does Rowlet is grass flying at the start and then turn to grass ghost? Why does it
But
happen?
the thing
That's
is,
almost disappointing.
even if
What's
it's
the
grass ghost,
precursor to
its evolution
Steelix?
still looks dank.
yeah,
Yeah,
no,
Onyx.
Onyx.
Yeah,
Steelix is
Steelix,
good. Steelix is
is
good.
pretty shit.
Or
yeah.
Weasel. I've never been a fan of Floatzel. Floatzel just looks
Yeah,
like a bit of an
Floatzel
idiot.
sucks.
Floatzel looks
I
like a
reckon,
neglectful
I
single
think,
mother.
reckon
I
Rhydon.
think Swampert looks bad. I don't like Swampert.
Nah,
Oh,
Swampert's
I've always
good.
quite liked.
I reckon
Swampert.
Rhydon because Rhydon they gave it an evolution.
Rhydon's
Gen
sick.
4, and
Samurott. I've never really
Rhyperior's
cared for
so bad.
Samurott.
Do you know
Got
what's
a
the
lot of
worst looking
options.
Pokemon? The Geodude's after Pokemon. That one's
Cooper, can you explain the plot for the High School Musical trilogy for us, please?
Oh, shit. I'll try to give it a go. I don't think I've watched the third one. So number one, he's actually very similar to American Pie in that there's like this jock character
A lot of
and
sex.
he falls in love with like singing and dance and stuff. But all his friends are like, oh yeah, that's gay. And he's like, oh shit. And his dad's like, yeah, that's gay. Fucking sink some hoops, loser. And then he meets a girl and then she's doing it. And there's that kind of rift between it. And I'm pretty sure his best mate and his girl's interest best mate, they ploy to, you know, get him back to basketball. And he has a fight with his girlfriend, but they come back together and it's all good. Second one, they're all working at like a farm
Country
or like
club.
That's the best one.
country club. And it's a bit weird, but it's the same thing. It's like he's gone well with Vanessa, I think her name is. And
Yeah.
then there's a fight.
Then he focuses too
And
much on basketball.
Yeah. Does he? No, he plays baseball in that one because he's like running
No,
around.
no,
the
he doesn't.
field.
He ditches the baseball game.
Yeah, he does.
What
Well,
about the
next-
third one?
next-
He got 2 seconds. Oh,
no,
it's all over.
Nah, I almost got there, Cooper. Do you believe in ghosts? Sean, I think you're an avid believer of the super.
No, I didn't happen.
Thanks, Brianna Mosca, for that question, by the way.
I don't think ghosts exist. They probably do. I've never come in contact with one.
I think you've got to to believe in ghosts.
Yeah, one of
Of
our loyal
course.
podcast followers to believe in ghosts.
Do you think
Um,
if ghosts were real, that you could like suck them up with a vacuum cleaner?
Yeah, it's in Ghostbusters.
You'd suck
But
them
surely,
off.
if you're a
You
ghost,
suck
you
off a
like
dude ghost.
avoid like physical things, like you can move through walls and stuff.
You suck off a dude ghost, Sweeney?
Would I suck off
He
a
gave
dude
you enough
ghost?
V-Bucks?
No.
Is it gay if you
I'd
suck
let
off
a dude ghost suck me off, maybe if it was pleasurable.
Is it
but
gay if a dude ghost sucks you
Yeah,
off?
I don't think it's gay.
He's already dead.
If you could go back forwards in
necrophilia, I
time and have
suppose.
sex with your ghost, is it gay?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna say no. I don't think so.
It's not a human, it's a ghost.
Ectoplasm everywhere.
Ectoplasm everywhere. Sean, weekly movie review. What did you review for us this week, Sean?
So the movie I reviewed this week was Hoodwinked 2. So pretty much
There's no way.
Surely not.
Yeah, no.
What do you
so,
got to say about it?
so Hoodwinked 2 was well, it was actually called, another name for it was Hoodwinked 2, Hood versus Evil, is an American 3D computed animated comedy film and the sequel to 2005 Hoodwinked. Directed by Mike Deezer and released on April 29th, 2011. The Weinstein Company, which was, we don't talk about him anymore, but it was directed by the Weinstein Company. The film was written by Corey Edwards, Todd Edwards, and Tone Leach. Pretty much what happened.
What's your
What would you
favourite
give it
part,
out of
Sean?
5? What's that? What out of 5?
Probably a 3. It doesn't live up to the sequel at all.
So misread Riding Hood. How badly do you want this role?
That's a real shame. If you could take one characteristic from each podcast member to create the optimal human, what characteristics would you choose?
Just go, Jaxon. Just go forward. We'll speed one. Just go.
All right,
Cooper,
fine. I'm going
Sweeney.
to go. My looks, Cooper's beard, Sean's ethnicity, and Sweeney's nothing.
Or Sweeney, what would you go with?
Please
I take
leadership.
Jackson's voice. I think it's pretty good. I take Cooper's skin color. I take
Terrible.
Sean's hair. And
That looked terrible.
my intellect.
Yeah, Sean, what do you think?
I'd probably go Sweeney's charisma mixed with Jackson's head, but on top of my body, keeping the skin colors of the respective.
Yeah,
guests.
mine's Jackson's hairline, Sean's penis size, and Sweeney's height.
What about you? You got to get something from you.
Mine,
Your father.
my
Yeah.
my deep childhood trauma.
Which podcast member would survive the longest without food or water? Shout out to Luca Mosley for that one. I'm going to start with this one and say probably Sweeney.
Probably Sweeney and I.
Egg and
Yeah, we got the most
reserves.
reserve.
But it's not about that. It's about the will to survive, and I
Nah,
think I
you
have the will to
would die
survive.
first, Sean. You
Nah, I don't
Yeah,
think
You
Sean,
don't
so.
have the
going
will to
first.
survive.
Mate,
I-
you wouldn't have your Uber Eats. You'd fold. You'd fall on your own leg in front of 3
You
people
couldn't
at
even
fucking
walk 20
North Sentinel
kilometers
Island.
in 1 week when
Yeah,
that was
you're-
a specific thing you were tasked with doing.
It'd be
You don't have
terrible,
the will.
Sean. Can't,
Leave a comment in the comments section.
I honestly think I would out survive. I reckon I could do it. I reckon Jaxon would be second and then Sweeney third.
Well, I don't know. Is it based on does your body actually do
Everything.
that you have?
But Cooper, you're way bigger than me, so you need a lot more energy and
Yeah,
a
is
lot
it
more.
literally-
Yeah, but I would
People
just
survive.
stone you to death and then eat you, Jaxon.
But that's not what it's about. It's
Yeah, but then I've out survived you, haven't I? If I kill you.
You can't stand
Yeah,
it.
but-
10 on the
all
board.
right. Xavier Mitchell asks, heat pack or ice pack? Gee, that's a shit
Ooh.
question because it really depends on the injury, doesn't it?
No, a lot of injuries you have to do both though.
Nah, all the injuries
Nah,
are
it
one or
doesn't.
the other. Yeah, I think if
It's
you want
definitely one or the
if you want to
other.
lower inflammation, then it's ice. But then if
Yeah.
what's heat for?
If you have ice, you'll feel like you can run anywhere, huh? Doesn't matter what injury you have.
Shout out to the ice queen.
Juicy
So
day.
heats if you want to increase blood flow, and
Yeah.
ices is if you want to decrease
swelling.
Swelling, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah,
I like
swelling,
ice. I think ice feels better.
So congratulations, Xavier. This is a good contender for the Dude Hold My Beer award.
Yeah,
I mean
thanks.
the status of a plum award.
Yeah, mate.
But
know
heat
what
packs
else
do
is.
feel nicer. Heat packs are nicer for sure. I would
Heat
say.
packs are more pleasant. Yeah.
Yeah, because obviously no one wants to be touching ice. I think it's a warm.
So I'd like to thank the Xavier for that one. That was a
A loyal.
Now we're going to our weekly mini game, fellas. Count to 10. I'm going to start us off with a 1.
2.
3.
4.
5.
6.
7.
8.
9.
10.
Holy shit.
Oh, how
Okay,
many
next
weeks
is-
have
what are we up
Next
to?
is the
We're 6
alphabet.
weeks in. We've absolutely
6
done it,
weeks.
fellas.
That was
I
awesome.
cannot
That's
believe you
sad.
made
That's
it.
sad to see that mini game go. That was
Yeah,
sad.
that's
definitely,
pretty fun. I
yeah.
can't believe we got a rhythm though. That's what we did. We did the.
Did we?
We improved every
No,
week.
not fully,
No,
not
not
fully.
really.
I
It
only
was me,
gave-
Jaxon, Cooper, Sweeney, me.
We took our time. We were
Jaxon,
measured.
Sweeney.
You know.
Yeah, no, I
we
think
didn't rush it.
the strategy changed. I can't believe we've done that. What a
Yeah.
a fan favorite has to go, but we've done it.
That wasn't bad.
Okay. Next question. If you were to aggregate a racial group to make a perfectly average member of that group, which race would be the hottest? That's a good question. It comes
This
from
from your-
my
this
good
from
friend
your
James
friend.
L. Hindi.
Yeah.
I think it'd probably be like Nordic people, like Scandinavian.
But you can't be that specific. I think you just have to go like white, black, Asian, like Latino.
Oh yeah, the white race.
What does aggregate mean?
Yeah, I think
Like the combination of everyone. I reckon it depends what you're after, right? I think white would be like you'd get bigger people because they typically are in places that are richer and more well fed and aren't as impoverished. They're privileged.
I don't know. I've seen some black cocks before.
Yeah, maybe pink. Yeah, I don't know. I'd probably go. I don't know. It's a good question.
I think most of our white.
What do you reckon would be the
Yeah.
ugliest? That's a good one. The switch
Nah.
on its head.
Nah,
I
not.
reckon Indian.
Oh shit.
Filipinos actually the best looking.
The strongest race.
I think it's the
Yeah,
strongest.
okay.
I don't think most things.
Shit, my phone locked, fellas. Sorry for the delay here.
This is
Fetishes.
by Tim Murphy.
That's What do we think?
Is that a question?
I think it's like,
What do we think of them?
Yes, is my answer.
There's someone with probably a foot fetish. Yeah. Sure, they're fine.
One of girls with Patreon would break my heart.
Sweeney, would you
It's my
rather have a
fetish.
fetish or die?
Would I rather have a foot fetish or I'll probably just take a foot fetish. I mean,
Nah, that's
Yeah,
the
You know how
Probably
cringe
big.
that is, though?
Yeah.
well, I don't
Imagine
want a
being
foot
Quentin
fetish, but I don't
Tarantino.
want
Is
to
it,
die.
is it worth
either.
living? Is it worth living if you have a foot fetish? That's the crux of the question.
How do you
I-
introduce that to your partner?
I met someone who does pup play recently, and that was really interesting.
Really?
Yeah, and she
And
was
how did-
taking.
how did Grace
ironically,
open that conversation with you?
ironically, they were taking care of someone else's dog, and I was like, you wouldn't trust that, would you?
What is that? You diddle the dog?
No, it's when you dress up as like in leather and yeah. Next question. What is wrong with this world? Shout out to Sasha Winternoom for that question.
Pup play would have to be a big part of that.
Jackson, new
What's
question.
wrong with this
I think
world?
the furry fandom, that's one of them. Leftism,
pup play,
that's
you
another
mean?
one.
Yeah,
Leftism.
the thing about being a lefty is you just cringe. Like, just grow up. Like, go out and see all the daisies once in
Do
your
you
life.
reckon most simps are lefties?
Yes,
They'd have to be.
For the most part, I would say so.
probably. I don't know though. I don't think Sims are the worst thing though ever. I think that's all right. What's the worst thing? Probably the venereal diseases. Kills a lot
What's
of people.
venereal? That's a big
Yeah.
word for me.
Gotta
Is this
Google it, man.
venereal?
What? No, that's what is
viral.
that? Viral, yeah.
Yeah.
Viral infection.
It's no
Probably
good.
hate. I reckon hate is the worst thing, huh?
Mm.
We all just loved each
I
other a little
think
bit better.
Donald Trump, he's one of the worst things in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably,
about
probably
the,
the worst thing in the world.
What about the
Thank you, Lightning McQueen.
Okay,
Well,
next
next
question.
question.
Slut eyebrows in the 21st century.
Do you mean
Man,
slit eyebrows?
I hate girls who have those slutty eyebrows.
I mean, slit,
What are you looking like?
Slit eyebrows. I think,
Looking
I
like
think
a
it's like
doll.
the line people get.
You
Oh,
wouldn't
if you're a
date me
footy-
anyway.
If you're a footy player, it's fine. But
Footy player.
I guess so. I guess other than that, yeah, it probably shouldn't. It doesn't look too good, I don't think. Actually, no, it looks
next
kind
week's
of
challenge?
It looks
How long does it take? How long does it take to grow back?
eyebrow? I've actually never cut my eyebrow.
I reckon we all
Yeah,
did get a slit eyebrow.
Yeah, we should do it.
Yeah, all right. That's next week
actually
on the
not the worst.
podcast.
It's not the
Next week
worst
on the
call.
podcast, we're all
That's
gonna
pretty
get
funny.
crazy and
That
slit
could be a
our eyebrow.
weekly challenge, actually, is who slits,
The
who
most
shaves off
of their
more of their
eyebrow.
eyebrows.
Most of their eyebrow.
This is the most of it.
Someone's just gonna
slits-
come in with no eyebrows, like fucking.
Who slits the most of their eyebrow?
Oh
I'll happily
That's a
do
great. That's
another.
a great challenge, actually.
Yeah, it wouldn't be that bad. Oh, we'll
Um,
think about it. We'll
well,
think
who's-
about it.
I don't need to
Anyone
lose
ask
any
this
more
question?
hair though.
Yeah.
It won't regrow for you.
Actually, if it doesn't, you have to draw.
That was
them
the silent ding, I think. That one.
Yeah. no, that was-
yeah.
on. Okay.
So
what are some things you can't eat without salt? Oh, no, coolest things you've ever built in Minecraft. Sorry, fellas.
Maddie
um,
Carroll.
I just built a little village once. It wasn't that cool, but
That's
I had,
cringe.
you know, most of the amenities. It was
There's
alright.
villages already in Minecraft. You need to go find
Nah,
them.
but it was more complex, obviously. But yeah,
I don't know.
I built some really nice houses, like with one layer of wood and then 2 layers of glass and then another layer of wood. And that's just the perfect house, I reckon. Except you get
Shut the
burnt
fuck
down.
up! I did that, and you burnt my fucking house down.
I didn't burn anyone's house down. Actually. This
You
was
burned
Cooper.
my house
Cooper
down.
Cooper knows he's the one who burnt everyone's house down.
Jaxon,
I
I
actually
burnt your
didn't. I
house
burnt-
down. I got to admit.
Are you
Was
serious?
it you? Was it actually you?
That's
Yeah.
fair because I let all your chickens out.
Yeah.
Oh,
I had to
and then
get
I
that.
got blamed for that. Everyone, both of those
Yeah.
things got blamed on me. I
I
got
did
blamed
it
for
all
letting the chickens out.
secretly.
I ended up getting
Anytime
blamed
a
for
house
everything.
got burnt, it was me.
Yeah, I knew a house
I
got burned.
think I burned 1 or 2 houses. Okay, next question. What are some things you can't eat without salt?
Chips,
Probably
apparently.
like chips,
Potato, I
steak.
think just generally it's
Potato,
hard to eat
yeah.
without some sort of salt.
Do you eat
not that
salt
good.
on your mashed potatoes, Sweeney?
Yeah, you put salt.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you'd have some. You'd have some salt sort of
Yeah.
mixed in there. Yeah.
At least butter.
Yeah, you probably go steak or like meat like that. What else?
Chips, like
We said chips.
That's potato product.
Maybe like
What do
egg. I like it. You always
barley.
got salt
They
on
don't
egg.
have chips in. They don't have salt in their chips and barley, and that we ate them. Actually,
Yeah,
we didn't
I
really.
think
Eat.
my
suck.
DVD copy of Flushed Away.
Ooh. Yeah. Okay. I guess I
Always
get that.
sprinkle a bit of salt on Sean's mum's farted underwear before I eat it.
Yeah.
Why do you do that? Don't you want the raw flavor?
Nah, it gives it a bit more of a bite.
I mean, you can eat most
See.
things without salt, but salt just amplifies most things.
Yeah. Okay, next question.
Masks thing, sorry.
Name the last 5 topics without looking. So we had salt.
Oh,
We had
Oh, it was a good topic. I mean, the Minecraft one.
Minecraft. Salt and Minecraft.
I should know this. I've been fucking reading them out.
Something about
No.
Was
The racial combination of people.
eyebrow
that
slip was
was-
recently.
eyebrow slip?
Racial combination was a while ago.
Was it?
Eyebrow slip, I think, was the next.
I'm going to take myself out of this and just look.
What's your favorite
no,
Oh, no,
vegetable?
we're going to read it. We're
What's
gonna
your favorite
check, we're gonna
vegetable?
check.
No. Eyebrow slip.
There's 2 more we're missing.
Mate, yeah, we've got
How'd
3.
you look?
Obviously, there's 2 more. You fucking idiot.
Yeah, but we didn't know. We didn't know we've got 3.
Um,
We just want to moderate this.
Can we have a hint? I don't know.
Yeah, it was asked by Tiana.
Oh,
fetishes.
Yeah, fetishes, and then we're missing one more.
Oh, what's wrong with the world?
Yeah, what's wrong with the
Oh,
world?
all right, all right.
I think
we
it's
got
the
it.
We
racism
forgot the
coupons.
forgettable questions, huh?
Yeah, I don't know why Sean looked back.
Because we need to
What a
check,
coward.
otherwise, because we're on to the
I
next
think that's
question.
a hard
Um,
shot you've earned, Sean, for
Okay,
cheating.
next,
Sean
next
gets a
question.
hard shot next
What's
shot.
what's everyone's favorite sauce? Personally, I like Chipotle sauce quite a lot. What do you reckon, fellas?
I'd like to say barbecue sauce, just because it goes with everything. It's just insanely good. Barbecue sauce, you can put on literally anything, and it's just so versatile. But only the Masters food one, not smoky barbecue. Smoky barbecue sucks.
Is gravy a sauce? Does that count?
Nah, no.
Not really.
I
Why
don't
not?
really think
What is it
gravy's a
then?
sauce.
It's
Like
sort of
gravy's
does, but
so
I think the spirit of the question is more about what can you store in your fridge. Spit
Like
out.
mayonnaise. Mayonnaise is good.
I really like aioli a lot.
Aioli.
Yeah, aioli's good.
Aioli or
Garlic aioli or aioli?
That's the same thing. So
Sweeney, what's
let
yours?
the retards decide.
Is yours dingo hot sauce?
No, I hate that thing. Holy shit, that thing knocked me the fuck
Mate, you
out.
can't handle the heat. You'd
Alright,
fall on
I
your
guess-
own leg in front of Sean's Evans on the hot ones.
I guess we're not
I
getting
reckon.
Dingo Hot Sauce to sponsor us. But
We should do that. We should get it and then do it on the podcast.
Yeah, and do it for 1 minute. That wouldn't be too bad.
Who's the most famous person alive at the moment? It'd probably be like Donald Trump, right? Usually, probably would be like the
I think
American
so.
president.
I think
Like
so.
at the moment,
nah,
he's
but
the most.
Obama wouldn't have been. Trump probably is.
Obama would have been at
Nah,
his
during his time,
time.
he wasn't the most popular. I don't think so.
But, like,
you know,
no,
I
like,
don't have to
agree.
be Trump now.
You'd have to be
I'd
Trump,
have
right?
to agree with Trump, but if not Trump, it'd be Drake probably.
Nah.
No, I think if not Drake, I
Drake's
reckon
so
my bet,
famous.
if not Drake, would be
Be like,
Dwayne the
oh.
Rock Johnson.
Yeah.
Everyone knows him.
Yeah, no, he actually would though, because like he
Yeah,
reaches
everyone knows
more.
it's
He
The
reaches
Rock.
more
Kim Kardashian?
demographics.
Yeah. Ed
Kardashian
Sheeran
probably.
isn't the worst bet either.
Nah, Ed
he
Sheeran's
only
terrible.
pops
Ed
up now every now and then.
You gotta look
The
at
Rock
Instagram
makes-
followers.
Adele's more popular than
Dude,
Ed
The Rock
Sheeran.
makes like 50 movies a year, and like
Oh,
at
well, I said
expense
The
of, like,
Rock.
the
Don't
love
get me
of his
wrong.
kids.
I
Like,
think it would, for me, it goes Trump, The Rock, Ed Sheeran, then
Joe
maybe
Rogan.
Vladimir Putin as four.
You think Ed Sheeran's hot?
Putin.
Kardashian.
Putin's good.
Okay,
one.
next question here, fellas. Red pill or blue pill? What do you reckon?
Probably red. Wait, don't you have to tell us a red pill, blue pill? Or...
Oi, Cooper, I don't really care as long as they don't get pregnant.
Yeah, it doesn't matter as long as it's cold.
That's pretty. I'll take the black pill personally. I'm a bit of a doomer myself, huh?
It's racist.
I mean, it's not one of the options, but that's cool.
Do you know what that is, Sean?
The red pill, blue pill, or the black
Yeah.
pill.
The Matrix is a
Pregnancy
bad
pill.
movie. I watched it
Yeah,
the
the
first time
Matrix sucks, man.
I watched it the first time this year, and it's a bad movie. It's really corny and it sucks. I was like, what? I had high expectations.
Well, maybe I'll watch The Matrix, my movie review. What do you think?
No, honestly, if I was in the
Loyal
Matrix,
retards think?
I'd probably take the blue pill because the alternative in the movie is very bad.
But he was so sad.
Yeah, you're not
So-
sad if you take the blue pill. You just live on.
Yeah, but you're so like though, like that he was.
But you
missing
don't know,
something
that's
in
the whole
his, no, but
point
he
of
was
having the
missing
blue
something
pill.
in his life, and he knew he was.
Oh yeah, because he had like an innate connection to it. But if you're a regular person,
All right, Megan Rundle, a big fan of the show. She asks, "What do we think of The Sound of Music?" Personally, I've not seen it. I
that the
can't
mystery
give
one?
anything.
I found out the lead person in that is the girl who dies on James Bond, the grandma girl in like
A
Skyfall.
lot of
or
people
something.
die in James Bond.
She's like the main like old girl. I don't know fucking name.
Oh, well, thanks for your spoilers. We'll get you to
Personally, I
explain the
hate-
she
James
dies in a
Bond
house
series
fire.
next week, actually, maybe.
Do you
I've
want to watch
watched
the whole
one or
Bond
two.
series for my movie review?
No, we'll get Cooper to
Um,
explain it.
Ah,
Thanks, Megan Rundle. Shout out to an avid member of the army. I'd have to say
Loyal.
I don't like The Sound of Music personally. I don't like Nazis, and those guys were real jerks.
That movie goes for like an incredibly long time. It's like there's a point where you think it's finished and they have like short intermission and like it's like a happy ending, and then the next it's
movie.
like Nazi troops rolling through the place. That shit, it's still going.
It's no good.
Who will win the next Australian election? Asks Richard Cameron. I've got to say, I can't imagine the Labor Party will lose the next one. I think ScoMo is pretty unpopular. I think of all the things he could be unpopular for, bushfires, sure. COVID handling, not overly. Like Australia's doing
Sweeney,
pretty well.
who
but
do
I
you
think
vote
still
for?
It's pretty unpopular. I voted for Labor at the last election. I voted for Auntie Norma, but I'm a member of the Liberal Party.
yes.
Aren't you like the vice president of the Liberal
No,
Party?
so I'm in.
Huh?
My
That's
seat
crazy.
is the most left-wing seat in the entire country. So the most right-wing party you can vote for is the Labor Party.
so why
Or like
the
that will feasibly win.
Yeah, so I would just vote for the
okay.
Labor Party. I voted for Auntie Norma at the last election.
Look at you, you're going to be a winner.
Is
No,
that
I'm very
Is
right.
that why you didn't want us to call our
Very
viewers?
right.
Indeed. Yeah, who do you think will win, Jaxon?
Look, I just think that we all just need to come together and form one party that has
Yeah.
everyone's interests in it.
After last week's feud, listen, last week, obviously, I said Jaxon should leave the podcast. I didn't say he should leave the podcast, but I said if someone had to leave, it would be Jaxon. Bobby Clark, a loyal listener of the show, he's asking, is Jaxon and I's feud resolved? Personally, from my end,
It lasted a bit.
probably not quite. I think Jaxon still harbours a bit of ill will. He's not forgotten it, you know? What do you
He
think,
brings it
Jaxon?
up a lot.
I've messaged you every day with hate speech, Sweeney. There's not a lot you can do to settle this. You've really annoyed me. You've insulted me on a personal level. Especially considering that you got 3 votes that you'd be gotten rid of. So it was just a
well, listen,
fight.
I've got 3 votes, and I've got nothing against Shaun, Cooper, Jackson. I just understand that's how the podcast works.
I mean, he
You're
did a
really
bit of
holding on to
backtracking
something.
today. A bit of backtracking today in one of the previous segments. The personality attack, he said I would be the one gone. So I think he's
Oh, but I
backtracking a
can't
bit.
say that publicly. I don't want to be racist, right? Anyways, thoughts on the 2013 film Sharknado, asks Maddie Carroll. Shaun, the movie expert, what do you think of Sharknado? Cooper, go on,
Look,
blue.
I think Sharknado is a great film, especially the second one. I think Sharknado is one of those rare occurrences where the second film or the sequel is better than the original.
Sharknado 3D.
Yeah.
That's the third one, you moron.
What do you think of the second Sharknado, Shaun?
I think it's probably I've reviewed it before. It's probably an 8 out of 10.
I like it when the stripper gets eaten by the shark and she cuts her way out with a chainsaw and her boobs are out. That was awesome.
Wow.
Interesting.
You didn't like that bit, Cooper?
No, I don't like sexualizing women. They're
You would've liked
sexualizing
it.
women, and it's getting to the point where even I'm uncomfortable with it.
We've been around Sweeney for a while.
Listen, next question from Harry Stacey is best Chris Lilley character. For me, it is Phil Olivetti, hands down. There's
Phil
no
Olivetti's really
contest.
good. I think We Can Be Heroes is his best his best show. You've also got Pat Mullins, the Perth roller, who's very good. But I think Phil Olivetti is actually very accurate. And I think the later shows that he creates, his characters are more like they're harder
I think
to
his
believe.
characters more start to pander to like a simplistic view of humor. Like, oh, here's this
Yeah,
person
no, it is.
who's so fucking,
Especially what's his newest one? What's it called?
Lunatics.
Yeah, Lunatics was kind of bad. Like,
Yeah.
it wasn't.
I think he played into.
but,
It was like he played into the Jamae and the Jonah, and was like, "This is it," you know.
yeah,
which
Phil
I
Olivetti
get
because he was subtle, but he was
he
very
was subtle enough.
believable.
I
He
really
was
liked
so-
He was just like a
Nathan's
typical
brother.
dickhead dad. Like
The not deaf.
Oh
brother.
yeah,
he was
yeah.
The
alright.
one where
Yeah.
yeah, that was good. When he was yelling at his brother who's deaf and retarded, he was like,
Mayonnaise?
Nathan!
Shaun,
I love
a favorite
mayonnaise.
character? Do you have one?
Daniel.
He doesn't. Where do you all sit on the alignment scale? I don't understand what the alignment scale is.
So the alignment
personally.
scale is like the chaotic good, the chaotic evil.
Oh,
neutral.
I'd like to think I'm probably lawful evil. I think I'm pretty,
You're
with
lawful
it,
neutral, Sweeney.
I'll
Look at
abide
you.
by that which goes on, but I think I'm not actually a particularly good person. So I think lawful evil for me. Jaxon?
Okay.
I'm trying to remember the.
I think I'm like chaotic neutral.
Oh,
I think
shit,
chaotic
that's what I
good
was gonna
person.
say.
Maybe
I'm probably chaotic something.
master of chaos.
I'd say I'm chaotic neutral.
That's what we
Shaun.
all said. I said chaotic neutral as well.
Oh, did you?
Chaotic neutral is the most cowardly answer.
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't know the
no,
other
I
one.
think you're chaotic good, Jaxon. I think you're fundamentally
would
good
you-
guy,
what
but
would
you're
you
a bit
give me,
fucking
Sweeney?
bizarre.
I'm a bit of a wild card.
Yeah, actually, I would probably give you.
Sweeney's maybe Shaun.
I'd
Sean's
say,
probably me and
How
Shaun
would
are
you
probably
want
both
to
chaotic
be
neutrals, though.
assassinated? Jaxon, if you had to be assassinated, how would you want it to happen?
I would like to be in a real cool way. Like I'd like to be in like a bombing or like someone stab me like personally, like
Sick.
up close in the eye or something. Something
feel
to
like-
be talked about for ages.
I feel like
Mine would-
bombing though, you get lost as a victim. If it's a
Yeah, no,
bombing
you
and
would.
you're the
No, but
only
it's
victim,
it's an assassination.
Jaxon,
so like
if you wanna
you're the
be-
target of the attack.
yeah,
If you want to be remembered, Jaxon, you probably want to be killed by your husband, criminal lawyer
Mm.
in Perth, Western
But
Australia.
that's not an assassination. Assassination, it has to be for political gain, I think.
Sean, how would
no,
you
I
be
don't think I
assassinated?
think it has
I think
to.
it does. Otherwise, it's murder.
Probably shanked in town square.
I think assassination is outside of a personal motive.
Yeah, it's like a bigger
yeah,
motive.
it's like
not
someone
necessarily
someone
about-
hired you to
yeah.
someone hired you to kill someone. Probably assassinated in town square.
Look, he asked what the worst card game was earlier. He's asking again, what's the worst board game? It's Griffin Triscari. What's the worst board game? For me, I think it's like Snakes and Ladders or something that there's literally no skill in. Like you just roll and go.
just
Oh,
luck.
that's fun. That's fun. Everyone
don't think
wins
it's
at some point.
I could just Monopoly. Monopoly sucks.
No,
It's
you're
like
an
the
idiot.
first,
Monopoly's so
the first
good.
like 30% of Monopoly's fun, and then like you already know who's gonna win, and it's just like boring for everyone else, and the one person loves it.
That's like
Nah,
kind of fine, but at least the first 30, like
It's
the first X
Kind of
turns until
takes
you know
some
who's gonna win.
strategy.
It's interesting.
Cluedo's good. I really like Cluedo.
I think
Cluedo's
no
the
one
best.
hates Monopoly in the first
Guess who?
20 turns. You're like everyone's having a pretty good
About
time
20
scrambling.
is even.
20 first 10 turns, no one hates.
Yeah,
them.
but 10's not
But
that
Snakes
much.
and Ladders, you just go, and it's like
Yeah, but that's for children. Like no one there's not a bunch of
it is, but
20-year-olds.
it's still a board game, isn't it?
No, a bunch of people breaking that out to play. You know.
Is Cards
Yeah,
Against?
I
I guess
suppose
it's a card game. Is Cards Against Humanity a board game? That's pretty
Not
cringe.
quite, not quite.
No, it's not. Yeah, I think you find it's a card game. You know.
Would you rather parallel park, or would you just find another spot? Personally, I don't even know how to parallel park.
question.
Really, I couldn't do it. But if I'm on a really quiet road, like there's no one behind me, and I know there probably won't be, I'll give it a go.
This is from
If there's
Xavier,
no other
by the
spots.
way.
But yeah, Xavier Mitchell asked this question. But if there's like a car behind, even one car behind me, even if it's a quiet road, fucking no way am I attempting parallel park. So I'll find another spot.
What about you, Coop? What do you think about this one?
I actually tried one the other day. I've been driving a bit, and I
Cooper actually can't
I'm-
drive. If you
I
didn't
can
know. So Sean,
I'm
what do you
all,
think?
I'm all right at the I'm not bad at the reverse part. Parallel parks are hard. Can't do it.
No, reverse park's sick. No,
like
definitely.
reverse park.
I'm no way I'm parallel parking. I'm not going to whatever's there if I need to parallel park. I have no idea how to do it.
When was the last time you parallel parked? I reckon the last time I did was in my driving test.
Yeah, driving
3
training.
years ago.
When I was getting trained, I didn't even get tested on it. I just got trained about it.
I just say
Slides
real quick,
or thongs? Jackson, you cannot say real quick. Slides
This
or
is from
thongs?
Ben
Ben Narby, he's asking. For me, it's thongs, hands down. Thongs are the only footwear you should be wearing. It's either thongs or
suck.
barefoot, and that
Thongs are
includes
cringe.
actual feet. Slides, then
Thongs,
Cooper, is
you
that
get
your
that
answer?
pain between the big toe and the second toe.
Yeah,
end.
I actually split both of
Sucks.
those open the other day because I tried to walk around a river in thongs.
why'd you
Yeah,
do
they
that?
break
you
easily
retard?
too. You don't. Thongs never last you more than like 2 years.
But that's
With
thongs
slides,
also,
you
if you
can-
go to the right place, they cost like $3. And they last you X amount of time. Like they're
Yeah,
fine.
but
Slides
slides. I've
last
had
you
the same pair of
forever.
slides since I was
Yeah.
16.
Once you have a pair of
It's still
slides,
good
it
nick.
lasts forever. Slides definitely.
And you don't get that. You don't
Slides-
get that weird little like midsection that gets fucked.
I got to say,
Yeah.
I haven't tried slides. Maybe I've got to try them out.
Yeah, no, definitely
Yeah,
gotta
slides
try
are
them.
awesome.
You could easily walk around the river in slides. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, slides are great.
With socks,
Harder
though.
to
With
run in
socks.
slides though.
No,
I'd say.
I don't like slides
No,
because they slip. They slip.
Mine never slip. Mine.
No, I
my
agree with
slides
Jaxon.
slip.
They probably are harder to run in slides.
But yeah, definitely.
because you've got no
definitely
leverage to.
slides.
Sean,
keep
what have you got
against
for
your
us?
So the next question is, do you have any strange/hidden talents? If so, please demonstrate. This is from Maddie Carroll. I think Jackson's the master of his talents. You got anything for us, Jackson?
Probably the best thing that I'm like really good at, like I don't think I've ever fucked it up, is throwing a bit of food up really high and catching it in my mouth.
Demonstrate.
I don't have anything here to
Do it
demonstrate
with a Lego or something.
Do it with that
Um,
water bottle that's in the back.
Let's do it like a bottle lid. Do it with the
Whatever's-
Do it
bottle.
with a bottle lid.
Do it with the bottle lid.
All right,
Do it quick.
I'm pretty drunk
Go,
though.
go.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
right,
that's pretty
kind of-
that's
impressive.
very
kind of
good
impressive.
at it.
If he chokes, that would be
I thought,
so
you were
funny.
I thought you were talking shit, but
No,
yeah,
I'm
okay.
very
No, that was
good at that.
no. Jackson always was good at that. I remember I used to throw stuff at you on the bus, and you would
Yeah,
you
and I'd
would catch it with your
yeah,
mouth.
I was good at that. What about you, Sean? Being good at nothing.
Yeah, pretty
No.
much. This one's from
That,
our loyal follower, Megan Rundle. Would you ever get intimate with someone you met through the podcast? Jackson, I think you could start us off here.
Personally, I am in a committed, loving relationship, so I'd have to say no. Personally, but I don't know if circumstances were different. Probably not still, because fame's already gone to my head. What about you,
Me too.
Cooper? What do you reckon?
Put a girlfriend, so probably not. You know,
What
I
I'd say.
think there would be something weird about talking to some like who's like an avid fan to like literally watch. Like no one watches fucking all of these, right? And if they do, they're probably a bit weird. So you wouldn't really want to be in a relationship with that type of person.
What are you calling? You calling them retards or something?
Yeah, fucking retarded.
We'll let the retards also chime in on this one. Leave a comment of what you think.
Sweeney, what do you think?
I think no for the same reasons as Jackson did. I'm going all
Well,
right.
come up with your own answers, you fucking loser.
Wow,
If a
copy me.
pinata doesn't break, does that make it a broke pinata? This one, Dylan stands up.
Gee, that's a shit question.
That's the
Dylan's got to
shittest
win
question
one
maybe
award.
It's not
ever.
that bad. If a pinata is designed to break and let candy out, but if the pinata does not break, does that mean it's broken? That's
No,
okay.
it doesn't.
I kind of get it. No, it's not broke.
Sweeney, look who's calling me.
Wait, who is it?
Oh, there you go. That's interesting. isn't
Who
it?
was it? Was it Grace Brandon?
McClay.
Oh, I answered, but
Um,
he didn't have it.
I think it is broken if it doesn't break. Yeah, I think it's a
No,
faulty
you're just a
pinata.
simp if you can't hit it hard enough.
Yeah.
No, but if it just doesn't-
all pinatas break though.
Also, if it doesn't break, then you can that gives you the chance to beat the living shit out of it. With
It
I'll
needs
your-
to
stuff your
break
mum
if
full
you
of
hit it
lollies,
hard
Sean,
enough.
beat her up with a stick.
I remember at your party, Sean, you just unhooked the pinata and then just started whiling on it on the ground. That was
My
a kind
party?
of pathetic effort.
I don't think. Oh, that was ages ago. That was like
Yeah,
years
I'm
ago. That was
telling
like 4
ya.
years
So
ago.
the next question we have here is, why do porn ads specifically challenge me to not try and come within 5 seconds when it seems as though they are specifically designed to make me come in that time frame?
Jackson,
Sweeney? Oh yeah, Jackson, go for it. Take it away.
believe you made this question.
Me? No, that was one of the retards. I think that
No one on the thing here.
submitted that question.
All
They
I'll say is, it's probably a scam, and just don't fall for it. Don't fall for the.
have you ever clicked on one of the porn ads?
If you
Anyone
jerk
here?
off, you're going to hell.
I clicked on the Lois Griffin one.
I
How'd
once
that go for you?
I once accidentally clicked on a porn ad
Best
and it took
Family
me
Guy
to a
episode
rune.
ever.
It took me to the RuneScape, like main website, like unironically, and yeah, I didn't have a RuneScape account, so I didn't log in. But yeah, that's my
You have a
story.
RuneScape account? That's fucking.
No, I never.
All right, out of time for that one. This one's from Christian DiVigilio. Does everyone keep a diary? And if you don't, why not? I think Cooper has something to say about this.
Look, I don't even understand that question. That question sucks. Like, if the question was, do you own a diary? I guess that's all right. But like, the question propositions you to justify why you don't own one.
So pretty much, why do you have a diary? You obviously don't have a diary.
No, it's not fucking. I don't
have a diary because I'm not a girl.
Yeah, I'm not. What am I going to write about the boys who I want to kiss or some shit?
I'm not a girl or a wimpy kid. So why would I have? I'm not a princess.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a princess. Oh, you say all princess?
Listen,
That's
for me,
Jackson.
first of all, let me get something straight. This is a journal, not a diary. I know what it says on the cover, but when Mum went out to buy this thing, I specifically told her not to get
He's
Mum
reading
didn't
that
say
off the
diary on
screen.
it.
He's
Right.
reading
All I need
that.
is for some jerk to get me carrying around this book and get the wrong idea. The other thing I want to clear up right away is that this is my mum's idea, not mine. But if she thinks I'm going to write down my feelings
Alright.
here or whatever,
You'll
she's
reckon the
crazy.
next
Just don't
celebrity to
expect
die
me to be
is-
all
We
dear
get the point, we
diary.
get the point.
or the-
Who do we all reckon the next celebrity to die is? I'll start. I think it's going to be David Attenborough. Sorry, I really wish it wasn't. But I
Worst
think
brum
it will
moment
be.
ever.
For me, and this one will have some. Joe Biden, that guy's gonna fucking.
He might
keel
die
over
on the.
in
He
1
might die
second.
on the run. Could you imagine
Yeah,
that?
that'd be epic, honestly.
Did Boris Johnson get cured from coronavirus?
Yeah, he's better now.
Rich people don't
His
die
wife.
from coronavirus.
Yeah.
Probably Magic Johnson. I think the AIDS is going to catch up to
No,
him.
mate, he's a cockroach.
No, he's
not gonna
magic.
die.
He's
So
not gonna
rich.
die.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
rich.
but I mean, has it AIDS is flawless, isn't it?
No, AIDS is fine now. No one
He's
even.
literally got AIDS and been alive for 25
He's
years.
been alive forever.
Yeah,
if
he's
he's
gonna
lived
catch up
this
to
long,
him.
he'll
He's gonna
probably
catch up
die at
to
like
him.
75, 80. He'll be fine.
AIDSy.
Who else will die?
James L. Hindi, hopefully.
I'm gonna fucking kill James L. Hindi.
Cooper,
next
why are
question
you so anti-Semitic? Anti-Semitic. That one's from Bobby Clark.
Why would I be antiseptic during a time like this where viruses are
Anti-Semitic.
running?
No, don't avoid the question.
Viruses
Listen,
are rampant.
you've said some
I'm always
you've said some
sanitizing
pretty
my
bad
hands.
things against a certain portion of the world.
Why
Why
don't you
is
like
it
the
you dislike
Semites,
Jewish
Cooper?
people?
Why don't you like this?
I've never even met a Jewish person before.
So why don't you
You
like
have.
them? Why are you
Who
saying so
said I
much
didn't
about
like
them?
him?
Bobby
Definitely
Clark.
met a Jewish person.
Ben Clark.
Bobby Clark.
Bobby
Follower
Clark.
of the
Who
show.
the fuck is Bobby Clark?
He's just some retard.
Yeah,
Sounds
he's
like a
Take him
retard.
on.
What
One
would
of
he
the
know
fellow
about that?
retards.
It's probably a Jew. He's probably
Cooper.
just trying to. He's probably just trying to get me cancelled on Twitter. He's probably just trying to get me fired
But
from my job
you're trying to insult him and you use the term Jew. Why do you use the term Jew as an insult?
because he's got so much Bitcoin. Look at him. He
No,
just
no, no.
stays online all day. All he
Why is it-
does. All
So
he
you think
does
it's
is try to
something
get-
financial?
he's-
You think it's
he
something
tries to get me
financial?
fired from my job. He's
I'll
he's
tell
part of
you
this
what.
cancel culture we're talking about.
Bobby Clark would. Bobby
And
Clark
he
would rather
buys
eat
hundreds of
Jackson.
Bitcoins every day.
All right, Sweeney, would you rather be smart and ugly or beautiful and smart? And what's the ideal ratio of the two? As an ugly, smart person, what do you reckon, Sweeney?
I think the ideal ratio is you probably want to be 40% good looking and about
60% smart.
60% smart.
About what you are.
I think as a guy, no, mate, you're fucking doing me justice. I'm 20% fucking good looking, if you will, but I'm a genius. Don't get me wrong.
Jackson, what do you think,
So
you
what?
fat ugly retard?
As someone who's both fat, ugly, and retarded, I reckon the ideal ratio would probably be like a 60-40 mix of good looking to dumb.
This is what Sweeney said. Come with your own fucking
An
ideas.
80-20.
No,
I reckon an
Sweeney
80-20.
said he'd rather be a little bit smarter and a little bit.
I think 80-20
It's
is the
'cause you're not
ratio
s-
for everything.
Yeah, I think being really attractive is a curse. I think because you lose that when you're older inevitably,
No,
and
dude,
it's
people that are
Imagine
better
you're
looking.
100% smart and 0% smart as well. You just be like, pfft.
there's some people out there.
Next-
What
next
percentage
question.
would you give you, Sweeney?
So we have
Or
a
each other.
we have a mini game. We have a mini game, and it's Survivor. So who are we voting off first? I'm going to vote Sweeney off.
I'm going to vote
first.
Sweeney off.
Sweeney, you're
So
off.
no, we've got
Sweeney,
5
you're off.
seconds to negotiate.
Sweeney, you're off.
5
Sweeney.
seconds. 1,
Sweeney, you're off.
2,
You're off.
3,
Sweeney, I'm
4.
voting
I'm out.
Shaun.
I'm out.
Sweeney, you're off.
All
Okay.
right.
I'm out.
I'm gonna go
second,
Cooper.
I'm going to vote Shaun.
Sean.
Yeah.
Sean's off. All right, and then Sean, it's
Um,
you and me. We decide who's played the best game so far.
Out of
who
me
do
and
you-
you.
Who do you think's played the best game?
I
think-
reckon so
Look,
far.
Hold on, we get to
I think
deliver.
no,
wait,
it's
give us
the best
10
game.
seconds.
No, I think Jackson has been more of the shepherd. Cooper's been a
That
bit
doesn't help.
follower.
I think Cooper's had some big calls. Cooper's had
Yeah,
some
but I
big
think Jackson's
calls.
called the shots. Really, Jackson from word goes has done it.
Yeah,
So
I'll
my
agree.
winner is Jackson.
I'll agree with Jackson.
So, Jackson,
I'll take
congratulations. You're the
runner-up.
winner of Survivor.
Congratulations, you on Survivor. So when you
Yeah.
had to come last.
Okay, and I pick
all good.
Shaun to do the hard shot.
No, you don't
The
pick
hard
a
shot.
hard shot.
The loser.
Listen, next question.
If World War III started next week, would you enlist? That one's from Xavier Mitchell. That's a good question. Cooper, what do you reckon?
Probably not. I don't think you would have to enlist though, because people just be like throwing nukes and missiles at each other. You know,
That's
there's no room for foot soldiers. You know.
Look, I'll probably go.
That's easy
and
for a
I'll-
non-essential worker to say, but
I'll
someone
base
who's an
it.
essential worker here, being the backbone of the country and all. I couldn't
Mate,
enlist.
You get bent over by your backbone at work by your supervisor. It's not essential. You fucking simp.
Look, I'll start by saying, based off my ratio in COD, I probably wouldn't survive. I probably wouldn't even kill a person, so it's probably not effective to throw me out there. So no.
But that's all you are, a number, Shaun.
For me, I think next week, no, because of coronavirus, right? But if it was just any other week and nothing was going on, yeah, I probably would. But it depends who our enemy is.
I think they let people with diabetes in.
Jackson, what do you got for us?
Do we all believe in the crazy hot scale? Do you guys know what the crazy hot scale is?
I know
So
what it is. I think it's dumb.
The hotter a girl is, the more crazy she is. You don't believe in it, Cooper?
I think it's
Neither.
sexist
I believe
and
in-
antiquated.
Yeah, I agree, Sweeney. I believe in the height crazy scale. So the shorter you are,
That's
the
actually-
crazier you are.
That's actually pretty smart. That makes more sense.
Yeah. I've never met a sane short person.
Mm.
And Shaun,
what's the
tall's
what's the
your
shortest person you've met? My mom's like, I think my mom's relatively sane, but then again, she's also like, I don't know, probably 5'2", 5'1", I'll probably say.
mum?
Maybe
She's a
even-
freak in bed, though.
Oh, mate, your experience, not mine. Like, I'm not saying.
See,
much.
while Sweeney's gone, his mum is ugly
Yeah,
and she's
can we-
crazy too.
can we
So she's the
admit-
biggest argument
We
against
can
it.
minute talk shit about Sweeney.
Cooper, would you rather be Barney Stinson or Fonzie? Hey.
Oh, they're
It's an
both
easy
legends.
question.
They're both
Probably
legends.
Barney Stinson.
What?
Fonzie
gay.
didn't get that much pussy.
Take the piss.
No, but like no on camera, like actual like verification. Like with
but he
Barney, he
went-
was always in bed. Yeah, but that's lame. He jumped the shark.
Does Barney
Plus, he was in the
Stinson- does
50s
Barney
and no one
Stinson-
He
had
jumped- he
STIs
jumped
in
the
the
shark.
50s.
Does Barney Stinson
Barney
end up
Stinson.
being gay? Like, if you treat Barney Stinson, do you end up being gay at
Barney's
some
gay.
point?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not in the show. Not in the show.
Mm-hmm. In camera, Canon, him and Ted Mosby end up together.
Yeah.
No, I
that's
watched the whole
canon.
thing when I was like 12.
Did you watch the
Did
extended
you,
cut?
yeah, you didn't read the books, did you?
The ending of How I Met Your Mother is so bad. It's
I
unbelievably
refused to watch the
terrible.
last season.
It's-
So many people
it's-
told me it was
it's so
shit.
awful. I remember I watched it just because I used to like it a lot, and it's very bad. It's not a very good show. I used to really like it, and then I rewatched it. It's not as good as I thought it was.
Me. That's all I'm hearing from you, Cooper. Would you rather stand in, fall over onto a pile of... What the fuck? Would you rather fall into a
No,
pile
Jackson
of
can't
dog
read.
shit or have a bird shit in your hair?
That's a
Bird
terrible
shit
question.
in
Who
your
asked
hair?
that?
And no one. That's
Jackson
someone-
made that question.
someone-
Jackson made that question.
No, I
So what do we
didn't.
think? Let's answer it though.
That's a bad
Not
question.
Not at all.
bird
I'd
shit on your
rather...
hair?
Nah,
You'd
stand
rather
in
step
dog
in
shit.
poo. Well, of course you'd rather step in poo.
I'd rather stand in shit.
Wait, what?
Why would you want poo in your hair? That
No,
takes
Can I
fall
just
over-
say, that
no,
question
fall
was
over.
perfect before someone rewrote it.
No, it says fall over. No, it says, would you rather stand in fall over? Wait, what?
Yeah, someone
over in a pile of
someone
dog
fucked the
shit.
question. It was rather
fuck
me
is
stand
Your
in-
question,
No, okay,
Jackson.
so barefoot. No, someone's
Bird-
edited
bird
it.
shit or
Sweeney,
dog
I'm
shit?
looking
What
at
do we
you.
think?
Would you rather
Bird shit or
stand in
dog
dog
shit?
shit or have a bird shit in your
Bird
hair? I'd
shit.
rather stand in dog shit.
Standing
Bird
dog
sh-
shit. Absolutely.
Bird
Everyone,
shit.
why would you want a bird shit in your
Bird
hair?
shit in your hair.
You're an idiot.
It
It's
says
worse.
fall over into a pile of dog shit.
No, stand in
idiot.
it. You would fucking
Right.
Okay.
Next question.
So this one is: can lesbians be as gay guys? I'm not going to answer that from principle.
That's a funny question.
No, that was me that
No,
made
I
that
don't think they
question.
can.
I don't think they
Because
can
I
either.
I think you're the most gay you can
They
possibly
get a
be
lisp and they
is
can
with
like.
some person's dick in your ass. But a lesbian at most cannot do penetration necessarily, right? And I think that's less gay inherently. There's nothing wrong with being a lesbian, of course, but I think
Well,
in
no, like,
terms of being the most.
Geometrically, like lesbians, it doesn't really work. Like there's nothing inserted. It's just kind of like smoke and mirrors, you know? It's
And
just
even
like
lesbians.
smashing against like.
They're trying to shove a USB port into another USB port.
even
Yeah,
lesbians.
it's legit. Like with the
fake
gay,
penises.
it's entry. It kind of makes
at
more
least there's
sense.
something there.
Even the other way around.
The entry, I think, is definitive,
It's
which
pure
I
for
think means
gays.
it's more gay. You know?
Yeah.
If you
But
were
it
having
makes-
gay sex with 7 people at once versus
Sweeney,
lesbian sex
shut the
with 7
fuck
people.
up. How many stairs do you reckon you've gone up in your life?
Four.
I'm going to start and say Sweeney's losing out of everyone.
I don't think I've actually gone up a fair few stairs. I think firstly, like a
Yeah, all
real
the way up
simple
to
thing,
Donut King. You
is
fat fuck.
I'm on the 2.5th floor of my house, right? Which inherently, just every day is a couple of stairs, you know? Every day, no matter what, that's
I live on the
2
second floor.
flights of stairs I'm going up.
Oh, are we counting it in flights or just actual steps?
Just
actual
steps, but I
steps,
just
I
mean, you know, there's reason for me to go up a few stairs. You know, what classes were in when we were younger? You know, I
reckon I'm sitting at like 60,000. So I used to work at the
6,000?
museum in Perth City where I used to have to, 60. I used to work at the Perth
60,000.
Museum in the city where I'd have to go up 800 stairs. That was just to get to start work. And then I'd
my
have to
guess would be
down and up.
300,000 personally.
Yeah, I'd be
Fucking
doing
lot of
$1,000,
stairs, dude.
half
A
a million
lot of stairs.
individual
It'd be
stairs.
way more than you think since you're a kid as well.
Yeah.
Like, whoa.
I reckon close to 1 million. Next question. What do you think would be the best way to get assassinated? Cam
had this
Welland.
We've
That
already
one's
already
discussed
had
this,
this.
actually. Look, general. Let's make it more general. How do you want to die? How do you want to die, Cooper?
Oh,
I don't know.
You're already dead on the inside, Cooper, so you could
Yeah. Probably as fast as possible. Like, as in,
Like
not
sex,
not the
like in
pain,
same
like
as
as quickly,
sex.
like in terms of like how soon it's going to
But
happen.
I think you'd want to do it a bit at a time a bit different to when people think you're going to die. If you die when you're like an 87-year-old man, everyone's like, yeah, he died.
Yeah, no one
everyone's waiting-
cares. No one
everyone's waiting
cares.
But if
for
you
it.
die when you're like 62 or something, you're like still groovy. You're
I reckon I'm gonna
you're
die.
coaching your son's baseball team or something, then people like get
Baseball.
around you, you know?
I reckon
People
I'm
the
gonna
like,
worst
"Oh,
way
he's
to
a great
die
guy."
would be coronavirus because you're just a statistic then. Legit. If no one went to your funeral, unlucky, mate.
Oh, that's a good point. I went to your funeral. I died of
Legit.
alcohol poisoning in like 10 years.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
next
will die of
question.
alcohol. Status of the Plum Award. What do we all reckon?
I would give it to Dylan Costanza for his Pinata Award. But
See,
That
I'd
makes
give it,
sense. That kind of does make sense. but it's-
personally,
I get what he's
I'd
saying.
actually give it to
but
Dylan Costanza, not for the pinata question, but for the garlic aioli question.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
sucks.
I think it's
That or the
bad.
diary
Suck it,
question.
man.
That or the diary question.
No, diary. I like the diary question. Thanks,
The
Christian.
diary-
giving
It's
me
just the way it
that
was
one.
phrased. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, but Sweeney.
Let me get one thing
That-
straight.
that
It's
or
a
the
journal,
one
not
that-
a diary.
Fucking shut up.
Dylan
He's getting it up, you
Costanza,
can tell.
either way,
Yeah, we'll give it to
you're a
Costanza.
Dylan Costanza. Hands up for Dylan Costanza.
Andrew,
He's not
Andrew-
even.
Congratulations.
Thank you, Dylan Costanza.
unanimously the status of
a
plum.
plum for the worst topic. Worst topic.
Oh,
mate.
who's
and
the
really
best one?
be introspective about it. Take a good fucking hard look at yourself and think, am I going to submit a question? Is this question worth the host's time? That wasn't. None of them were.
Hey, thanks. What do you all reckon for the Dude Hold My Beer Award? Best topic of the night. I really liked the Cam Wellard. What does HDMI stand for? Everyone had a pretty good take on it. I really enjoyed that question. It was pretty open and
HDMI, I think no one had a take on
I like.
it.
I
just
like.
had a
Would you
shit
get
joke.
intimate with
and-
someone you met?
I
From the
like
podcast?
Ben Narby's question.
the
Not
potato one.
How would you start a conversation at a urinal? I thought that was a good.
That
segment.
wasn't too bad. I really liked How Can We End Racism from Stuart Dixon.
Oh, no one's
And
agreeing on anything.
In privation of that, I actually really liked, Your Turn to Cook, What Are You Cooking? From
Nah,
Maddie
that-
Carroll.
that
Nah,
was-
I didn't
that
like that at
sucks.
all.
I didn't mind that one. The Maddie Carroll one actually probably would win it for me. If we
Well, who's voting Maddie Carroll for
I'll go Maddie
What Would You
Carroll
Cook? That's
for What
two.
Would You Cook.
What about the slut eyebrows? That was a good one.
I think
I
What
voted
was
for
the one you
slut
said before the
eyebrows.
Maddie Carroll one, Sweeney?
I like the Maddie Carroll one.
No,
I
the
thought it
So
was good.
before that one. Who cares?
Carroll,
Thanks,
you
Maddie
win.
Carroll. You're
No
the
winner today. Get some better questions, guys.
So that's been another episode, guys.
No, not quite. Tonight's MVP. Who have you got for tonight's most valuable player? For me, it's Jaxon, personally. I think he's offered his 2 cents on every question. He's given his best. Has it been his best performance? I don't think it has, but I think of all of us, Jaxon stood out a bit tonight.
Thanks, Sweeney.
Go
I
on, what
feel
do
like
you
you're suck-holing a little bit, making up for last week.
Yeah, there's definitely
you
there's definitely trying to make up when you said
you're
Jackson
pathetic.
on the podcast.
Sure, what
on that-
do you think? Who's best tonight?
I'll bring go Cooper. Cooper did some big takes. I like how he didn't go when he was prompted. He didn't go against the Jews.
See, I deduct Cooper points for his terrible intro song.
And
I
Cooper had the highest
really,
count
really
of one
like
tweet.
Sweeney's Diary of a Wimpy
I'm gonna
Kid take.
vote Jaxon because he's the only one who didn't underperform.
Jaxon,
I'm
what do you
voting
think?
Sweeney this week.
I
I
think
really
we all
like your
underperformed.
Diary.
Jackson
of a
wins.
Wimpy
I think
It's
Kid
Jackson-
take.
2-1-1.
Jackson.
Jackson, congratulations.
Thanks, everyone. And you know what? It's been another 100 shots. It's been another 100 minutes. Thanks to everyone for watching. Thanks to all for being a part of it and allowing us to do what we do. Leave some comments. That's what you guys are great at, is interacting with us all. And it's been a great week. I'd like to thank everyone.
Longest outro ever.
Yeah, so we got 30 seconds to fill. What do we reckon,
Oh
fellas?
shit! Is he still
No, he
rolling?
does. Sweeney cuts it off wherever.
Oh, just quickly, all I got to say, if we got this outro to feel, I don't understand. A lot of people send me questions and like, oh, where do I send questions? What do I do? Just anywhere you see the podcast, YouTube,
We'll
Facebook,
find it. We'll
does not
find it.
fucking matter. Just send a
Add me on
message to me.
Instagram and
You can
DM
send
me.
it in Braille and we'll find the question, all right? We're fucking desperate for anything. So just whatever you've got, send those questions in and God bless. Amen.